welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. This week, the podcast is brought to you by, with a certain holiday around the corner, it's time to think about that.
Why do you say a certain holiday?
Because I'm teasing the fucking ad read later.
Yeah, but why do you? Everybody knows it's Valentine's Day.
He doesn't want to blow his load on Valentine's Day just yet.
Yeah, we might get lost.
I can't
wait.
I love all the ad reads everyone else has done.
I think Gus is planning ahead there, Megan. He's like,
just saying.
Someone's going to listen to this on St. Patrick's Day and be like, what the fuck, Valentine's Day? Get with it, Rooster Teeth.
I think he thinks somebody's going to be like,
he's made it timeless.
What is that? I better keep listening to find out what holiday it is.
I thought it was Gus's way of boycotting a holiday. Of like, I just won't mention it.
He would.
Then it will catch on, and then it will go away.
Yeah. So I guess we should do introductions this week. This week, the podcast with Gus.
Gavin wasn't ready.
You demanded them and then weren't ready.
Newcomer Adam Kovic. Hi. From Funhaus.
Yay, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
I'm Meg.
Meg's first appearance on the podcast.
Yes.
I am Bernie. Hello.
And
Good to see
I'm slow comer Gus.
You're slow coming, Gus?
If he's newcomer, I'm
Oh,
slow
I
comer.
Oh,
Old timer.
Completely.
Slow comer.
Slow comer. Oh, he's a real slow comer.
Oh, slow comer's old timer. It's the same thing, right? Just like over time, it's just like it gets lazy. It just like barely makes it out of there.
it just becomes an ooze that just drips out.
Dust comer. All right, we're off to a good start for Valentine's Day.
You know what I'm talking about? A certain holiday coming
Dude,
up.
I read something on Reddit that this is good. This is actually a good lead-in for Valentine's Day because we have a couple on the podcast. Congratulations, Gavin and
Thank
Adam.
you.
So excited for you too.
I read something on Reddit. It was one of those. What's the cringing seal? You're a meme guy, pretty much, aren't you, Adam?
I hate memes, but I know of them.
Yeah.
Cringing Seal's a new one?
You know, it's like a socially awkward
Yes.
seal. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Awkward situation seal.
Awkward situation seal. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And it was that, and it was a girl who wrote it. That her boyfriend gave her a lovely birthday gift on his ex's birthday. That he's like, her birthday wasn't for
present.
3 months.
Shut your mouth, bitch. Free present.
Oh my god!
You got a free present. That's
Would
what
you
I hear.
put up with that?
That's not as bad as saying the wrong person's name though.
Right.
Because at least that person gets a gift
I don't know about that.
as opposed to a load.
And how does the information get to that point where you're like, here's a gift? It goes, oh, it's the wrong day. And he goes, oh, I was thinking of my ex-girlfriend. It's like, doesn't your brain just say, stop talking
Yeah,
now?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's the wrong day.
Yeah.
I saw this and I thought of you.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to give
Like,
it to
when
you.
does he stop? When he's like, also, I think of her when I'm having sex with you. Like, just stop, you idiot. And he goes on Reddit and makes a meme, and he's like, I got karma.
Oh, where did this go? Here, I need that back. I need to go give that to her. Sorry, I gave it to the wrong person.
This is the wrong box.
Yeah, so sorry.
I like how you're living on the edge. You're living dangerously, Gavin.
I did that.
Half off.
I put my
crazy.
laptop on the edge of a table one time for a podcast. I think it was podcast 300. I still hear about that to this day. It was like if my leg is the table, it was like over there, like that, and it was just like the corner of it was barely hanging off.
People online are careful about
freaked
stuff.
out. They freaked out.
People
cherish
people
objects.
online have never broken a laptop. It's true.
It's true. Never ever happened.
They will tell you how to take care of your laptop.
Whereas we don't give about shit about
But don't you
anything.
find it satisfying when like the edge of a circle meets
No,
the
I
two edges
No,
of a
hate
square?
it.
That makes me very uneasy right
Thank
now.
you.
No.
Every single
I'm
time
with
he
you.
does that,
Yes.
I move his
Yeah.
beer for him.
that's
Every
good.
time you do it at
That
Michael
to me
Lindsay's,
is visually
you hear about
pleasing.
it.
It's like a nice
I
shape.
gotta do it over here now.
thing
It's
with it.
visually pleasing.
Well, it's like-
Oh, you're both
Well,
assholes.
it's Burnie, like you were talking about how like we evolved to the
Nice.
point where we catch things with our feet now. I'm already planning to catch your beer. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I would catch your beer with my foot. What would it
Adam,
do?
please just rocket it into him to teach him a
Kick it in
lesson.
Gus's face.
Did we talk about that on the Funhaus podcast?
Did we? I
podcast?
don't. I don't know where the podcast ends and life begins anymore.
I
So
know.
I'm afraid of like.
And now there's two of them.
Well, I don't like. You may have brought that up on a past podcast that I listened to. Where I'm like, well, like Bernie's my best friend on the podcast, and he told me. So like now I don't. I just say generally. I'm like,
Yeah.
remember when you said?
The worst is I'll have
Who
to try to
knows?
avoid talking to people because I don't want to get into the hazy memory thing where it's like, did I tell him that on the podcast or did I tell him that like in a personal interaction?
Is that your
And I
excuse?
It's my excuse now to just keep myself locked up all the time.
And I was in your office earlier, and you're like, save it for the podcast, and I started talking about something else, and you're like, we're wasting it, save it for the podcast.
Everything
And you
you
just
were
basically
saying-
just told me to shut up. over and
Everything
over
you were
again.
saying was gold.
Not
Like
allowed to
you are just a fucking. Everything comes out of your mouth. You just spew it. I remember what you said. Hold on, before we get to that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Someone,
I do
by the
wanna
way, someone on
mention-
Twitter has pointed out in the wide shot that our Xbox Live sign in the background is turned off.
It's not live.
It's sad.
It's down.
Xbox Live is down. That's our
R.I.P.,
open
yeah.
sign. So
That's how
sorry.
you know.
Amateur hour.
We forgot to turn it on, so now
Yeah.
it's all
By the way,
fine.
whenever Xbox Live is down, you can go and see what's wrong with it on the settings on your Xbox One. It's always like, Xbox Live is fine. except content usage and social. It's like, well, what's left? What else are we going to do with this bloody thing? Useless.
Did you guys pre-order Evolve?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Why?
There's a big movement to not pre-order Evolve. For
That
some reason.
game.
Because there's about 1,000 different editions of it, right? Like if you pre-order, you get this.
Or
if
they-
you don't,
Yeah,
you
but
get
if you
that.
pre-order,
gotta
you
play
get
that.
good stuff, right?
And they left
Right.
out all the
That's why I
stuff if
did
you
it.
didn't pre-order.
Right.
Or they left not all
Yeah.
the stuff, but some of the stuff they left.
That's totally why I did it. I was like, yeah,
You're
of
part
course,
of the
I'm a
problem.
sucker. Yeah,
You're encouraging
I
them to
am
do
part of
that
the
shit.
problem. Because what am I going to do? Make a $60 statement they're not going to notice, and then I'm not going to have cool stuff? It's like I will punch myself in the face to spite you.
Guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I have higher standards than you, obviously. I was like, there's no way I'm not doing it because I understand the need to not pre-order stuff and, hold stuff back from the game. I was like, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And then today I was like, I can still pre-order and get that, right? Yeah, close enough. I pre-ordered it today. I literally pre-ordered it like an hour ago.
The really funny thing to me is I hate pre-orders. Like, I don't know if you remember, like back in our Drunk Gamers days, when we would, write for that site, I would just rail about how stupid pre-orders were and how there was no point and how worthless it is. But now that you can get everything digital and I don't have to go anywhere, I pre-order everything.
Yeah.
Well, just so it shows up on your Xbox.
Yeah,
when
just
it
like
comes.
I wake up the morning it comes out, like, oh, I'd already downloaded it. There it
pretty
is.
great.
Steam did that a while ago where they would preload it. Like they did, I think even with like Half-Life 2, it was like, we'll put it on your system a week beforehand, so all you have to do is unlock it and it's ready to go.
Yeah, you can do that with Xbox too.
That,
now.
yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Like that's nice, but when it's like pre-order and then you can download it the same day as everyone else and all the servers crash, that's not good. Like
No.
that's silly. So the preload makes sense.
Remember when Valve was hacked and Half-Life 2's entire source code was released? Like 2 years before it came out or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like 6 months before it came out, but because of the leak, they pushed it back like a year and a half or something.
Right.
Did you download it?
No. I don't think I've ever done that. Like, I didn't
What'd you
download the
do with that?
Sony stuff either.
It's,
like the Sony leaks or...
It was widely available, the Half-Life 2 like early release thing, and it was like, you ever see like a Gmod error where it's the giant error word? It like will replace an object or a texture which just says error.
seen that, yeah.
There was plenty of that, but it was like very mundane. But you can play with the physics and stuff like that. It was kind of cool, but it was also like, not much was lost like from this leak. And then they ended up catching the guy. They like tricked him. Do you remember that story?
I think they
Yeah.
actually didn't get
Didn't
him.
they say they wanted to give him a job or something? Is it that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were-
yeah,
they-
him.
Yeah.
But I think he actually didn't get on the plane or something.
He ducked away?
Or did they catch him?
I think Gabe Newell like tackled him at the airport or something like that.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Wow. God.
That'd be insane. Can you imagine waiting at the next gate and being like, is that Gabe Newell tackling someone?
This man
plane
running-
crash?
Even if that didn't happen, let's just start that story.
I heard Gabe Newell put him in a headlock and the other guy's head popped off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Problem solved.
No.
Like a champagne cork.
So,
I value people's privacy. I don't know why. It's like a thing with me. And I know you do too, Gus.
Yeah.
You're like the one person who it's like, I know you run all of our tech here, and I don't care. I'll put anything out there in the network, or like I give you my passwords. I don't care. Because I know you won't touch any
I
of
don't
that
look.
stuff.
And I think even so, we've shared some passwords for like shared logins, some stuff I need to get into.
Yeah.
And anytime I'll even log in as you, I always like text you a message like, hey, I'm logging in as you because I need to, this.
Yep.
Like you don't reply. I don't think you care, but it's like I feel like guilty about it.
People always say I don't reply.
Snoop.
I always reply to people.
That's not true at all.
You're better these days.
It's not true.
He's a piece of shit.
You're worse.
No, you said you're going to forgive me.
Right, we have to do something first.
Right. We have something. I have
What
a
happened?
plan to apologize to Gavin.
What happened? You texted Gav?
Gavin texted me about doing something and I did not reply.
We had a plan. It was in place for about 8 months, and then
Aw.
he flaked it. So
I
But
can tell you-
was
didn't you give him
cold.
the heads up you flaked it on
Nope.
like Halloween that you were gonna flake it?
nope,
Oh,
no. He was just like, oh, it's too
he
cold to
did.
go.
I
No,
feel
I
like
wasn't even like that. I was.
I had a classic text conversation with Gavin the other day, which was Gavin and Teddy like to do the raid together on
Yeah.
Destiny. Teddy is my 9-year-old.
Right,
and he
right.
plays Destiny all the
Teddy
time.
is my favorite Destiny raid partner, and sometimes I want to communicate with Teddy. No, he doesn't have a phone, does he?
Yeah, he actually, I can say how to get hold of him. There's a way to get hold of him. But I texted Gavin. I said, "Hey, I was out somewhere, and I can't remember where I was. I was doing something.
LA?
No, I think I might actually have. I've been busy like last week with Monty at the hospital, I think. But
Right.
it was like I was like Teddy wanted to play, so you were at home and he was at home, and so I texted you and said, "Hey, Teddy wants to do the raid, and there's a group of people we normally do it with," and you were like, "I go, can you do it at 8:30 tonight?" It was like 5 at that point. You were like, "Sure, I can do it at 8:30." And then it was like instantaneously he came back and answered this as soon as I asked it. Then I said, "Would you mind like messaging the other people and letting them know we're doing it at 8:30?" 2 hours he didn't reply. 2 hours he didn't reply.
Can't.
2 hours later, I was like, he's not going to do it. So I said, I'll just message everybody. He immediately replied back, okay.
Well, because
I don't know why that even remotely surprises
here's
me.
what happens in those
Why?
situations when you ask me to do something. You'll send it, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay." Let me think about how I'm gonna, because I don't have any of their contact information. Who do I need to talk to? I'm hungry. Something like that.
It's
2
not.
hours of that.
You lie. You
don't-
look
you
at it
don't-
and you go, not fucking doing that. And then you let
But
it go.
that's not what I did for
That's
that.
fully what you do.
Uh-oh. Fight.
Also, even the courtesy, yeah. got
Well, I
it.
don't know. I
No
can't say
way.
yeah. I don't know if I don't know any of those people.
I mean,
You
just,
could have replied with, give me all of their contact info.
Yeah, I could have. Is that the conversation you were talking about?
Do you want to run tonight? Gavin, sure. Did we already run this week or not? I replied, I don't know. Can you get Panton and the others on the hook for 8:30 p.m. tonight? That was at 7:13. Nothing. 8:34. I messaged him for us. Okay. It was instantaneous. There was an hour and a half between those two things.
I was thinking.
I knew I was like, no, I went over the line. I crossed the line.
you-
When we
did.
play with a bunch of people who aren't on my friends list, that makes it difficult.
It does. We got a good group. We got
I am friends with Teddy. Get Teddy to do it. He's smart enough.
Yeah. I'm actually having trouble because I'm to the point now where I want to promote Teddy's account from a child account to an adult account because it's kind of a pain where he has to go through and friend everybody in order to talk to them, which almost kind of makes it weirdly worse in a way because then it's a constant connection with those people. Because if something goes wrong, which so far so good, but it's hard to promote an account from a child account to an adult account.
If you promote him, he can run out and get beer for you too, right?
Exactly right. I can have him go on a beer
drive
run.
you back
You're no
from the
longer a
bar.
child,
Yeah.
Teddy. Here's $20. Get daddy some Corona.
Wow.
I'm sure that's what he'll be doing with me, so he can play with all his buddies on the raid who don't want to play with me. They'd rather play with Teddy anyway.
Okay. Going back like 5 conversations.
Sorry, yeah, we keep cutting off Gus's segues.
That's why I have to announce my segues. You wonder why I do it?
It is true.
I
It is true.
announced them so I can get through my fucking segue. Right before we came live here, the Dude Soup podcast went live on the Rooster Teeth website.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
So
That's
yeah,
really cool.
people can download it on the podcast drop down to roosterteeth.com. We submitted it to iTunes. I was working with Lawrence on it. So it'll show up there in 2 to 3 days.
Dude soup.
So
yeah,
is that the official name now?
people want it.
What is that? Cum? What is that?
Slow Dude Soup.
Dude
Yeah.
Soup was
Oh,
one of the
Slow Dude
names
Super.
that they suggested for Funhaus.
Yeah, so Burnie had asked us, we had started talking about us coming on board, and he goes, do you have a name? He's like, if you guys come on, do you want to keep producing content? And he's like, do you have a group name? So we're like, okay, here's the trick. You pick 5. You pick the one that you really like, you put at the top, and then you do 4 that are like kind of throwaways. But they were all pretty good, and one of them was Dude Soup. And we were all kind of like hoping for like, hopefully he'll pick Dude Soup. Like, Dude Soup's pretty good.
It was totally up to you guys. All I did was offer guidance as to what I thought would be.
Bernie's
a good
reply
idea.
was, John hates Dude Soup.
I love that you asked
Yeah.
if it's cum, and then Bernie was just like, they picked the name. You fully avoided the question. You fully sidestepped the cum question, and we're like, it's a name.
No, and Bruce explained it to me. It's just a hot, sweaty room with a bunch of dudes in it. You get dude soup out of that.
That's definitely cum somewhere.
Well,
very
you
Bruce
use
name.
your imagination. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you want, you can listen to the Funhaus podcast, and you can hear us talk in depth about that.
Stop calling it the Funhouse podcast.
Funhaus. Why?
Dude Soup.
It's Dude Soup.
I'm not calling it that. I'm calling it the Funhaus
We're
podcast.
gonna have to do like a straw poll.
I
or
have
something.
not
Like,
gotten
what do you
sick of
wanna call
saying
it?
A lot over food.
Funhaus. Yet. I have not got tired of saying that yet.
We can't wait to do the graphic that we want to do, like the end graphic, like for all the videos, and we want to get a different audio bite for every time it says Funhouse. Probably Bernie's first. Probably take the one from the opening video, but yeah, we want to like get like community submissions
You should absolutely
of different
do that.
variations of it.
So I think I can say this. I got a message from our CEO, and he said,
Layoffs for everyone?
George, not Matt, George Strompolis of Fullscreen, and he said, "Oh, I saw you guys made a parody video for the pronunciation manual," and I said, "Yeah." He goes, "The guy who does that voice works in the building," and I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, he works in this office right here. I know the guy." And it's like we could have gotten him to do the voice for it, but that was such a weird connection to have that, and I just
That
didn't
is
know
weird.
about it at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been perfect.
But I have never, when we were like going over logo stuff, first of all, that was the fastest I've ever seen a logo come together. Usually it's people like, oh, can you move that letter that way or like up that way? It came together so fast, but I have never heard a group of grown men standing around talking about umlauts for so long. I mean, it was like we had such in-depth conversations about
Umlauts
the
are
philosophy of
funny.
umlauts.
Yeah, and it's funny because I don't think anyone in there has any authority to speak on how they're to be used correctly. And we're all like, should be on the U, should be on the A. And like, do you know what the fuck you're talking about? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I just know it's funnier over the U. That's what we were all saying.
You know comedy. You don't know foreign languages.
I have no idea. I don't know. Everyone's like, you had a very Bavarian name. We're like, and it's just funny. Like, it makes us laugh.
You
think
should
it's
start signing your last name with an umlaut on the O.
We decided not to. I think at
there's
the end of
none.
the yeah,
Is it because it looks a bit too foreign?
I think so.
No,
And
I like
I think it also maybe confuses people on what to type. Or,
That's what it was.
Yeah.
You nailed
But
it.
also, an umlaut changes the pronunciation.
Yeah,
Right.
Like we care about that.
Because that'd make it.
no
Funhaus.
American would know what the difference in pronunciation
But
is.
see, that's now you should do a thing for the end of the podcast saying that. You should have done dude soup with the umlaut over the U and soup.
that's a great idea.
Dude,
Well,
soup.
we're thinking for like merch and like
Yep.
shirts and stuff. Yeah, like doing like a
Also,
German
sorry,
version of
I
dude soup.
fully grabbed your nipple.
I
I
was-
was, I was
I-
like,
Well, you
what?
grab
In the playback, you'll see me. You'll see my eyes.
She was
Like,
looking at you though while she did
yeah.
it.
You know I'm spoken for. What the hell?
Umlauts. Oh, yeah.
That says a lot about me. I freaked out when Meg hit me. Gavin did. I was like, feel nothing. Like,
Nothing.
This is normal. This is good.
So can we have a shirt?
Girls,
that's
gross.
Just an umlaut on a shirt. Does that exist?
Just an umlaut
Just,
on a
just
shirt?
the two dots.
I don't think you've ever seen that before.
Or a shirt like has to be above, doesn't it? So like two little things with umlauts just like above the collar. So it's umlauting the
Just
shirt.
flopped down.
It umlauts the shirt. Why don't I just make a hat?
Let Gavin design one shirt a year.
Oh,
That's
that'd
all
be
I'm
great.
saying.
Then you're like your own umlaut. Like if it's on a hat, it's like over you.
I like it.
I had a lot of fun with that
horrible.
group though. Like Adam had the experience of coming here today. He's worked with us before, but he was in the Achievement Hunter office today, and then
was
when
on the Gauntlet.
Working, he was on the,
How's the
Gauntlet season 2.
Good
And
boy.
he was working with the Node today as well, and Achievement Hunter. And we were talking at lunch, and he was talking about how it's just like, just easy fit, talking with everybody. It's like he was there, trying to be nice to everybody, and then he watched Achievement Hunters like bash on each other for like 2 minutes. It's like, okay, I can roll with this. I can figure out how to work.
We
with
threw
this.
him in at the deep end on Awu because Jack's not here, which means
That means Lads Action News.
it does indeed. and he was
yeah.
hauling ass all around. Trying to...
I
saw
cannot
him
keep
running.
up with these
He
young
did
lads.
great, and we went to lie down at the end. It was lovely, wasn't it?
It's pretty
You're
good.
gonna lie
sound-
down at the
Yeah, we
end.
just all laid down
We
together.
went out to the parking lot. We're sprinting back. I was sweating, and I'm just like, these kids are running so much these days. I'm too old for this.
When they came over to the no, they were like, you were like, all right, you guys done? And Gavin's like, we got to get a parking lot run in before we call this over. You were like, oh.
I felt bad for like you guys
I've never
put up with
seen
this.
you-
Like that's crazy.
I've never seen you
You're all
run.
so nice.
Because last time I saw you had a gammy leg or something.
That's
didn't
true. I had a busted leg because of stupid CrossFit. This is
Oh
dumb.
man.
Oh yeah, you have to take the
No one
elevator.
do. Yeah, I mean, do you have any CrossFit sponsors? Can I say mean things about CrossFit?
You can say mean things about
fucking
CrossFit.
blows. It's evil. It's an evil system where they just make you hurt yourself.
Before the announcement, there was an email thread where people were talking about ways to promote the Funhaus launch and different ideas, and
yeah.
I submitted a couple of quality photoshops to that thread that went unanswered.
They were amazing. Well,
Nobody said
my
anything.
idea went unanswered, so I didn't answer your idea because I figured mine had been passed over. Mine was for you guys
Punishment.
to jump in a bouncy house
You did the
together.
I liked. We were reading all of it. We were all at the office. Like it was a pretty awesome. Like Burnie was talking about. Like it was a very like productive time. But we're all like the room right now is just a whiteboard and a bunch of monitors with no computers attached. So like Burnie was like he was just gonna be like, all right, let's do this. Let's knock all these things out. And then we're getting all these emails on our phone, and like it would be a moment where he's like, all right, let's register everything. And then we just went down and let's all on our phones like, I got Twitch, I got Facebook. And then when these emails would come in and be like, Gus Photoshop something, and it's funny. And they're like, cool, moving on.
He's saying your joke was fully forgotten about instantly.
Instantly, immediately,
Instantly.
it was so
Oh, Gus did
forgettable.
something.
We
Who fucking
immediately got
cares?
back
It was
to
the
work.
it was the Full House thing, right?
And the Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes.
Okay, I remember one of
It's a
them.
fun house.
So
A fun house.
One of them was
So-
completely unforgettable.
So this group, and this is the entirety of our Rooster Teeth West LA offices. This is these 7 guys, and that's it. And they fully embrace the lo-fi production value of some of our other productions. Where it's like, I got to the point, Gus, where at one point all I suggested was that we just go out and rent a U-Haul, and they were like, "No, we're not doing that." It was like nothing. They didn't want any kind of props of any kind, except for James and his sandwich, and that was it.
that was I mean we were just like we want to get something out today, and we're like rent a U-Haul. Like, well, that's work.
Yeah.
That's what do we have in this room? Like webcam, handycam, bunch of boxes. We got a video. Like it's done.
John Reisinger said he went to the bathroom and he came back and your video was done. Like he came back at the very end of your video and it was like, we did it. The
Pretty
time we were in
much,
the bathroom.
yeah.
You mean Josh Reisinger?
I'm sorry, Josh Reisinger.
Josh
Reisinger.
I was on some like random website, like New Hip
It was
Radicals.
Source-
No, it was SourceFed.
SourceFed.
SourceFed reported
Yeah.
him as Josh Reisinger.
I enjoyed that video
Poor
actually.
Raina. Poor baby. Love
She got his
her.
name wrong. Fuck her.
Love her.
Poor Josh.
No. I mean, let's be honest. John Reisinger, pretty forgetful,
well,
right?
the
Pretty
source-
forgettable.
It's like a Funhaus Photoshop. Am I right?
Thank you.
But then you can't make if you use his
Completely
name wrong, you can't make all the
underappreciated.
great
nicknames that John has.
The
Rise
SourceFed
Monger.
video was good because they covered the weird ARG we created that we didn't mean to make, where like you were taking photos and then Bruce took a photo of you and put a big white block around you, and it's like,
Yeah.
and they were analyzing Burnie's jacket. It was like
I saw like people blowing up stills from the podcast. Like, look, in podcast 295, Burnie wears this jacket, and you can see the stitching here.
Wow, get a new jacket.
Look, I did. I wore it tonight.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much like the grassy knoll photos were starting to pop up, and it's like, this is just
That was
getting
fun.
weird.
Some people suspected Sasquatch was taking over, but turned out to be unfounded.
See, maybe Josh Reisinger is just part of the ARG you don't even know about yet.
And
True.
I have to
Maybe.
admit, I have subreddit envy right now because the Funhaus subreddit has way better graphics than the Rooster Teeth subreddit.
Yeah, I don't know where that came
see
from.
these?
No, whip it up.
Oh, let me see. Oh, wow, that's nice.
Like,
Look at that! Look at that style. I'm sure
You
Patrick
can
will
make
look at
Reddit look good.
it. Yeah.
they're even doing a banner contest right now. Like the community's been fantastic.
They
There's one where they
fancify
made
it.
us like with monocles and stuff. Like it's looking really fucking cool.
That one sucks.
I'm sorry.
That's right, talking to the beer bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
What on earth happened to your tie, Gus?
What?
Did
You look
your
like you're wearing-
wife
it looks like
buy...
a
Oh, my
shirt is
tire. I
painted
thought
on.
you were asking about like my car tire.
No, I said attire. You're wearing all new stuff.
No, these are all shoes and socks.
Oh.
Is this a
Did
segue?
you go shopping with your
Are
wife?
those linen pants?
Yes, they are.
Are they?
I did go shopping with my wife.
Really?
So my wife
Retirement store?
got sick of me looking like a slob.
Right.
And
So now you're like a smart
so
slob.
most T-shirts that I wear, I've owned for between 10 and 20 years. And she said it was time to retire some of them. One of them I
20 years.
literally had for 19 and a half years. And it was like, she's like, you know what? Just get rid of that stuff. It's
Well, you
time.
can't get rid of it. You can retire it.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it though.
You gotta keep
Yeah,
it.
of course.
What do you mean keep? Why would you keep it? Get rid of it.
It's funny.
I
Nostalgia.
gotta keep it till at least 20, and they'll throw it at 20.
Okay.
I think this was all a clever ploy to talk about your new clothes, because you're wearing all new clothes too.
Well, I am.
That
but
was
Oh, well,
I feel like this isn't such a style shift as was this.
So I
business.
walked
Are
in.
you wearing
The
denim
first person,
shorts?
No, they're
No.
gray.
They're like grey.
he almost cut his dick
would
off
not
this
put
morning
him
wearing
in
these
denim
things.
It looks like denim shorts to
They're
me.
not. They're
Go fuck
great.
yourself, Bernie. I tried real hard.
The
looks
first
like denim
person I
shorts.
saw when I walked in this morning was Gavin. So I walk in the front door and Gavin's in the kitchen, and I don't know what you're doing, getting a coffee or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And he looks up at me and goes, "Nice shirt. Did your wife buy that for you?" And I was like,
I
yes,
wish you had
yes, she
turned
did.
around and said, "Nice clothes. Did your girlfriend bring them to you in the dressing room, Gavin?" Yeah, exactly.
I can't shop for myself.
Well, the first thing, Gavin, I was hanging in the Achievement Hunter office all day. First thing he does, he whips out this tag that's coming out of the front. He's like,
Yeah,
"Why is there a
like,
tag in the front?" And it's
J.
like,
Crew shorts have this really rigid security tag
Yeah,
that
you
just
gotta
goes
cut
into
it.
your
It
penis.
literally says, "Cut this out
That's
before
down
Why would
wearing
you
it."
look inside the groin of your clothes before you put them on?
Go check for spiders.
Well, there's a big stabby security tag right away, typically. I'm like, what's
Apparently,
stabbing
your
me in my
dick bounced
Johnson?
around all day without you noticing the big security tag.
Ray cut it out for me. Was it Ray? I'm like,
it was right, Michael. All I remember seeing someone with scissors next to your cock. So that was just
stressful.
Average
fun to
day.
watch.
Must be.
I
Lads
like the
Action
new
News.
clothes, Gus.
Thanks.
Yeah, they look nice. They look very nice.
I have a lot of new clothes.
The pocket looks fake. The pocket looks like somebody drew it on.
I don't even know if it's real.
Wait,
Let's find out
I
together.
think it is.
Well, it could
Well, there's no pocket though. It's just like,
a flap.
No, I think there's a
oh,
pocket
come
under there.
on.
There is a pocket there.
Oh,
Yes!
What would you keep in there?
Well, now I don't know.
You should take up smoking just to keep your cigarettes
I
in there.
can keep an amiibo in there or something.
cut a hole in the back of the pocket, and if people ask you what you keep in there, just show them and say my nipple.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It's a nipple
and
pocket.
they just
good
stare,
reason
turn,
to
walk the other
sabotage a
way.
new shirt.
I have a jacket that's got a weird zipper that's like sideways. It's up on the left lapel, and it's like sideways pocket like that. And I always keep my room key when I go.
So what is a sideways pocket?
It's like the zipper goes up and down, and the pocket goes that way. The pocket doesn't go down.
Oh.
Like H&M.
Can you figure that out from context?
That's a good.
In any way?
It's a good
Sideways
credit
pocket?
card pocket.
Yeah.
A pocket's a pocket though. As long as it's not upside down, it's a pocket.
I have done everything in my power. Can I talk about the security of this building in very generic ways?
Sure.
We have card
We can always
access.
cut it out.
We
Yeah.
have card access
Yes.
where we have
Press
to swipe a
record
card
now.
to get in here. And I have done everything in my power to try to like integrate that card into my other items so that I don't have to get that card out.
Right, mine's in my wallet. I just pull my wallet out and go.
And yet you have. How many times have you lost or destroyed a card?
Just in this building?
Yeah.
Once.
Okay. Well.
So fuck you. It was like 50 times in the other building. I
Every
lost that
time-
clicker.
Every time because I always forget my card. Every
Uh-huh.
time I forget it, Chelsea's like, Bernie has it. Sorry. It's always you who's
That's
fucking
true.
me over.
I did lose it. There's a temp one, and I had the temp one for like 2 months. Out of the 6 that we've been here, or the 7 that we've been here.
You lose everything.
No, it's not. Listen, it's a real problem.
I was standing next to you the other day,
It's a problem.
and I think we were both talking to Matt. Yvonne walked up and handed you an envelope, and you're like, "What's this?" She goes, "That's your W2. Don't lose this one as well." And you look at it and go, "I lost it." Just like immediately.
You lost your W2?
No, I don't know why she said that. Did I? Did I get one earlier?
No idea.
She's,
That was the extent
here's
of
what
my
I think.
knowledge in the conversation.
Yvonne didn't give me my W2 before the deadline, which I think is January 30th. You have to get those. I'm wrong. I don't want her to kill me. She actually gave it to me for the end of January. Okay,
Does that
so
mean
never
you don't
mind.
have to pay tax this year?
Yeah.
No,
What's
that's
that?
what it means. If you don't
It's
get
like
one.
it-
No, you just have to. It's just a rule that you have to like.
It's like if your
W2
professor
stuff.
doesn't show up in like the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes, you like leave.
You get to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work that way. Trust me.
Taxes are
Ashley
great.
actually told me that you were, I can't remember what event she said you guys were at, but you lost a Mophie. She said literally she handed it to you and then came back like 5 minutes later and you're like, it's gone. It
No,
disappeared.
I can tell you where that was. That was the Streamies pre-ceremony. I have a great
Yes.
memory for where I lose things because she handed it to me and then she like we were doing stuff. She goes, "Where's the Mophie?" I go, "I don't know." I mean, literally
like 5
just
minutes later.
set it down. I think I set it down and took a photo of her and Justine. That photo that I sent you guys when they were out there and Jenna. And then that's it. It was gone. And we went back. They were like breaking down the bleachers and everything. And I said, I think I know it's on this table next to the red carpet. I went there. There's the table. And then my Mophie's sitting right in the middle of it. Mophie's a cell phone battery, like a portable cell phone
Oh,
battery.
you got it back.
Got it
If
back?
you got it back, it doesn't count as losing it.
Yeah.
No, it was still lost.
No
it
way.
still
No
counts.
way.
It was lost,
You
but you
found
found it.
it.
Nah, well, I misplaced a lot of
champ.
things. I actually had this conversation. We just got back from a trip that we took. I said very cheerily on the plane, "Hey, I only lost my hat on this trip." And she's like, "Good job." I was like, "That's it. I've only
So-
lost my hat."
We saw a bunch of stuff in the LA office. I think you left your mints there.
Yeah.
And we're like, that
Mints
was so
are-
nice of Burnie to leave some mints. Like, that was so cool of him. Like, he probably just left them.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Forgot
just
about
left
it.
Sunglasses and mints. Did you have sunglasses?
No,
for me?
I saw you. So I was watching that. I didn't want to say anything. I was watching from afar. I saw you looking for your sunglasses. You left them on the Xbox. I saw you leave them there. We walked out, and then I remember you going in the office and like, and I'm just watching. I'm like, he lost something. He lost something. And he's like, we found him. And
Again, doesn't count as lost if you find them.
On
Yep.
Twitter, Crazy Guy 1588's asking, "Did you lose that flashlight yet?"
No, I still have the flashlight. Gavin borrowed it. He actually, one of the reasons I got it was to test it for slow motion photography, for like really put a lot of light because you need tons of light for super high speed. And Gavin used it for that really cool video he put out.
Yeah, I filmed the inside of my DSLR and I used your light to blast light into the inside of my camera.
That was a good video.
That was a great video.
Yeah.
It went well with
I,
that
thi-
light.
I sent you a compliment via Twitter, I think,
Yeah.
about the rolling shutter, and I got
'Cause
so
that
many
was something we'd always talked about.
right, and I got so many replies being like, "Is Gus being a dick to Gavin?" or like they couldn't understand that I was genuinely
Because usually
happy
between us
to
it's
see
like,
it.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, good job.
Yeah, because that's one of the things we've talked about extensively in the past for some
Yeah.
reason is rolling shutters and the way fields are built.
Yeah.
And I never in my mind pictured the way it actually worked. It was really cool.
That was a slight change in the style of a slow mo guys video, but I might do more in that style. For
it was,
What was
good.
the
It was like-
change?
It was like a
Theme?
BTS.
it's just like it
style.
was
It's good.
educational. I was just like a vlog with some.
Oh,
slow-mo.
the tone of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think people love that kind of stuff.
I like any of that sort of stuff where it was almost like Gavin teaches film. Like I kind of like that where it's just like, here's some cool little thing. I saw it pop up in like 10 different places that I would never
It's funny.
like check, like random BuzzFeed places and stuff. And I was like, Gavin's famous. Wow.
The Mythbusters guy, Adam Savage, tweeted about it.
Yeah.
And you've been trying to like get together in a
Love it.
collaboration.
Love that guy.
You know,
They did a Doom test. Did
Yeah,
you know
but-
that?
Did you watch it yet?
Yeah.
I got it
saw
tweeted to
some
me
of it.
repeatedly.
Yeah, I got it tweeted
Yeah.
to me repeatedly as well. I have to say the props didn't look as good from what I saw.
I thought we did a fine job.
I thought we did a fine job too. I thought you did a terrible
I
job.
thought we
which
did a
was-
fine job 4 or 5 years ago.
I got that. What was the other thing you got at the same time?
I don't remember what.
Bud Light Pac-Man
Oh,
commercial.
Bud Light Pac-Man.
Yeah, there was a Bud Light for the Super Bowl did a live Pac-Man.
Oh, something they did
Really?
at LA. In LA.
Yeah.
I
Did you
saw-
see that? Did you watch the commercial?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. Like it felt really forced. They're like, we picked a random guy who's really excited and really good on camera to go in this Pac-Man maze. Like this feels really forced.
Yeah.
The maze was cool. Like that whole thing was awesome.
And the ghosts were cool.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
thing would be awesome, but I was just like, this feels so
I
forced. Like they're
think-
trying to make it feel fake.
Bud Light may have had a slightly higher budget than we did on
Slightly.
our episode of Immersion.
Were they
can't
like
imagine.
inflated ghosts like you
Yeah,
love to be?
I think they might have been inflated, and the way they looked, they were either illuminated from the inside, or they were like projected on from the outside. You know, maybe because they looked really, really good, and they would change from pink to blue or whatever color to blue.
Oh, why
when
didn't
you
we do that?
Got a power pellet.
Because each goes.
They had millions.
I think Brandon
Did
might
you
have coached.
see how happy he
post-production
was
taught
in
him.
that thing? Like, it wasn't gonna change at all. Bernie was at peace. I feel like when you're
In that
older,
big
you're
fat
gonna
suit?
you're
Oh
gonna
my
just be in that fat suit and just be one with yourself.
It was first of all, it was a big fat suit, so that was fun. But then also it was like had a fan that would always inflate you. It's like portable air conditioning was like the best thing ever. I love that.
I'm gonna read this. I told Adam to leave at the first read. Don't leave. You're doing good. I want you to stick around.
I'm doing good.
You passed the test.
I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Pro Flowers. I went over to the bungalow before the podcast.
Yeah.
Brag about it.
I think, of course, they didn't bring us the berries, which we'll get to later. So
Yeah,
I had to go. I had to go look for them, and I found them. And I found a box of Pro Flowers over there too. And I thought, oh, surely these are for the podcast. And I opened them up, and like I started getting ready to bring them over. I was like, I should look at the card. There's a card with this one for some reason, and I saw it was addressed to another employee here.
Just unpack someone's flowers.
Yeah, I unpacked someone's flowers, and like I don't know if everyone assumed those flowers were for the podcast, because according to the date on the card, they've been there for a week.
Oh,
No way.
They look great. The flowers still look amazing. I was like, I seriously thought they were our flowers for tonight. I was gonna bring them over,
somebody's fucked.
and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, oops.
Wait, did you deliver them to the person that they were supposed to go to?
I put them right back where I found them in the
Oh,
bungalow.
you are part of the problem.
Yeah.
Somebody's been trying to like romance someone for a week. Wait, like I sent that bitch flowers a week ago.
I hope they're not calling them up.
I sent that bitch.
I sent that
a week
lovely
ago.
woman.
I sent that love.
It's probably just that guy who got it mixed up with his ex-girlfriend's date or whatever.
Yeah,
And it's like,
exactly.
yeah.
You like these flowers?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Those are your favorite. This is your birthstone, right? Uh-oh.
I want to start a new feature that I will do every so often. It's called TETAC, right? And that stands for try explaining that to a caveman.
Oh, I
And I'm going
hate
to challenge. I don't know. I'll challenge you to explain this to a caveman.
What? Delivery
No.
flowers?
No.
Oh.
The following. This is a headline in a
Alright.
news article I read.
Right.
They're bringing out a unicorn emoji.
Wow. Wow.
Wait. There's like a group that oversees emoji. Like,
Oh, you haven't seen
approval?
an angry tweet that's like, "Where's the taco emoji? Why don't we have that one yet?"
right,
Like,
but there's an organization that
Oh,
actually
yeah.
like oversees like what
Emoji.
real emoji are.
Yeah,
All female.
What is emoji like? That was a company that made those, and then somehow they got integrated into the keyboard on the iPhone. Like they became part of the phone. Emojis.
Did Apple buy emoji?
Did they?
Isn't
Or did
it?
they buy like a license for the keyboard? Because surely
It's just clip art. Like, you
Right.
have to buy that?
Isn't it?
Yeah, but it
wasn't it
integrates
a
to the
Japanese
phone.
thing? Like, wasn't it
Sure.
like in the Japanese keyboard first, and then it came here?
I've always wondered how did some things make the cut.
Oh, there it is.
That is a unicorn.
That's actually really nice.
I'm
So how
really
do you,
excited
No.
about
So
that.
So how do you
Nice.
explain that to?
No, I call bullshit on that.
What?
Why?
Why?
That does not look like a good emoji.
Is it not? What do you mean?
That's not nearly enough quality.
What do you mean?
That's an
Most
emoji.
most
It's like the
emojis look
simplest.
much better than that. Like there should be a fucking swirl in that unicorn's horn.
All right,
What is this?
I'll agree. That looks like
Yeah,
a paper
Tiny
horn.
though.
No. And also, like, the coloring, this bullshit. Pink hair with blue eyes? No.
Okay, wait.
No.
That I'll fight you on. Pink hair and blue eyes is
how did you ruin that
majestic.
so fast? That was
Wow.
amazing. You made a beautiful little unicorn. You ruined it in about 5 seconds. I hate it now too. Look at it again.
It's terrible.
The nose of it, actually, if you look at the nose, looks like a fish. It
Yeah.
looks like a salmon.
They're like reusing other assets.
I think it's just a horse emoji that they just stuck a triangle
Just put
on.
Gus on the council. Like,
It
just
looks like
veto everything.
It's also got one pink ear and one white
Yeah,
ear.
oh, I like that though.
It
It's like
looks
it's
like-
patches.
It looks like the front of its face, nose looks like the face of a salmon, and then it looks like it's a pregnant salmon, like the fertilized egg is in there in the middle of
You're
the salmon
reading
there.
so way too far into this.
It's ruined for me. Gus ruined it forever
So
for
the
me.
eye is like a salmon nucleus.
It is a salmon zygote, is what it is. You'd love it because it's all eggs.
Is it smiling? It's kind of smiling.
Yeah, it has like
It
a
is.
little smirk.
So
It's a
could you explain
unicorn.
that to a caveman? Or
I
would you
could
just-
not. Okay,
not be
so I
able
could
to.
possibly explain this to a caveman. One day, we will have. We'll go back to the phone explanation, but we have these devices that take our words and they turn our words into air.
Do you have to explain words to a caveman?
Yeah, they take
No.
our.
What about-
Yeah, they know words. And it turns it into air, and it sends the air on the wind, and then somebody else has a box that catches the wind and turns
made
it
it so
back into air. But sometimes we don't say words. We say like the drawings on the wall. We say those to each other, and then sometimes people we hate will send us dumb ones. and that's what that is.
I like the incorporation of the pictogram.
The pictures on the wall.
I like
was like,
all of your
you've got a good
explanation.
foundation here, but you've made it so much harder.
I like you built up this foundation. It was like
pictures.
sometimes we want to send each other words through the air. This isn't words. There's no words.
Yeah.
Take what I just explained. Forget that.
But now-
You got that?
Pictures.
Throw it out the window.
But now do you have to explain what a unicorn is to a caveman, or is that just too far?
No, wait. Take their buffalo drawings. Stick a little line on there.
Well-
Boom. Unicorn.
Like that, but this.
Yep.
Right.
Nailed it. Caveman understands.
You know all the effort that you've made to draw everything that you've seen in the world? Okay, there are people out there who draw things that don't exist. And they send those to other people, and other people hate them for sending them to them.
I would make a fake unicorn. Like, stick a piece of paper on a horse and be like, there you go.
I feel
that
like they
thing.
murder you right on the spot.
No way.
Explain the poop emoji to them. How would that?
I bet cavemen love poop, and they were all about showing each other
They
poop.
would laugh.
The apparently emoji characters were encoded into the Unicode standard released in October 2010.
Okay.
So they're part of Unicode, which I guess is like the way you encode characters.
Because they were in, you could send them way before they were in the keyboard. Like you could receive
Yeah, you had
them.
the app.
And you could copy and paste them too.
Right.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine though? The poop one has to be a huge insult to a caveman. Like if you throw poop at the caveman, that'd be that's not a
Yeah, but
joke.
what if you show us, because it's smiling and it's kind of cutesy. Like, what if you show a really cute poop to a caveman to see, like, oh,
There's
no.
no
Do you think they even
That's
register
like-
what cute is?
That's like
Totally.
apes throwing poop at each other. It's
Yeah.
got to be like like a insult or a threat, right?
I
So if
feel
you
like if you
received the
present
poop-
it, though.
If
As
I
a
received the
caveman,
poop,
would you
I'd be
be
like,
like, "Hey!"
pausing. I'd be like, sup? And I get one back, blink. I go, oh, oh, oh. I would have a very negative reaction to that.
I feel
Throw
like
the
if you're
phone down.
presenting the poop, though, it's a different connotation. It's like, I give this. This is my gift to you. This came from, I made this for you.
And I'd be like, come on, it's your ex's birthday, bitch. What's wrong with you?
Oh, he loved poop. I forgot. Poop
I think that was
his
quite good.
favorite.
It was a good explanation.
It was. I get frustrated when you tell me when I'm upset about something. You're like, could you explain that to a caveman? It's never. I can never explain to a
Which
caveman.
means
when
the
I'm
problem isn't that bad,
upset.
really.
It's not real.
Okay, let me. This is because you guys. Let me give one to you, and we'll stay on this topic for a second. Because you guys are now big into Fitbits. You guys all have Fitbits.
Yeah. He uses his phone. He cheats.
Just put my phone in my pocket.
That's a smart move. But you guys both exist, and I think did you send me a friend request?
No.
Or was it the other
I
man?
don't let
that we know?
anybody. I don't let
Yeah.
anybody friend me on Fitbit besides Gavin.
I know. I saw you guys had more steps than me. I'm like, I'm not friending you guys. I'm like Gus with whenever I find something, Adam, that I like, and I tell Gus about it, Gus sits over there very quietly and goes, "That sounds like something I would like. I'm gonna start using it in secret and get ahead of Burnie." And so I only find out about things that Gus wants to do with me after he's beaten me at it. If he doesn't beat me, he doesn't tell me he even did it in the first
What's
place.
the point of doing it if he's already got a head start?
You are the worst friend.
I gotta
Wait,
let
are
him
you
continue.
on Fitbit?
Are you wearing one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's be Fitbit friends.
Yeah, I've had one since RTX.
We were talking about how you trust Gus with like your passwords. I trust Gus with my weight. Gus can be my Fitbit friend and see my weight.
Oh, really?
Do,
Yeah.
do you
solid.
do you
Yeah,
see a difference
respect.
in your life though wearing those things?
Yes.
I had the Nike Fuel Band, and it would work when you would masturbate. So I was just figured I was like,
Yours would work when
Wait,
I just need to rub one out and I'm
Did you
good.
put it on your because you're supposed to put it on your non-dominant hand? Were you like doing
I'm a
something
lefty.
a little Euro
Yeah,
grip?
you know,
or
Meg,
something?
sometimes you go non-dominant.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, because I
Yeah.
remember I wasn't even thinking about it. I remember one day I'm like, I hit my goal really quick today, and some days I'm like, it's taking forever. And then I was like, you can just cheat it, and I started gaining weight.
Because you were
cheating
lunking off
yourself.
instead of running.
I'm like, this thing's great. I
It's
just need
gonna
to.
be cardio, right?
It does nothing.
No, no.
Especially when
All
you just hold your
I tried
breath.
to help.
So here's what I did.
We'll take care of it.
I got a treadmill. I got a treadmill and put it up
Choking
against the
yourself.
wall, and then put a TV on the wall, and then I just play like games, and then walk, and that's how it hit my steps. So if it's like,
Really? Like, it's not too much bouncing? Like,
it all depends on the game.
okay.
And sometimes I'm only going like 2 miles an hour. I wouldn't like run. 'Cause,
Okay.
You know, I almost like twisted my knee. I almost got a CrossFit injury playing Reach one time. But try to explain to a caveman. Try to explain what is a treadmill. What is that? Tell me what that is.
It's a device that lets you walk so that you don't have to walk.
But what's a device?
But you are walking.
What's
It's
a
a device that
machine?
lets you
Yeah.
walk so you won't go anywhere when you walk, and you paid money for that.
Are you sick of stuff moving towards you when you walk? This is perfect.
Like, you saw,
You do this.
you
but
know that thing you do to
go.
live?
You know that gets
And die.
It's like, imagine when something chases you and you have to run really fast, because they would never run for any other reason. Imagine if you did that, but it was a thing. It was a thing that you would have, that you would make a tool that would enable you to run as fast as you can and never go anywhere.
The worst.
They are not buying this.
Yeah, no way.
They probably don't have much money anyway. They're cavemen, so.
They got some sweet stones. I don't know if you know. They got some polished stones they're pretty proud of.
What do you think is the one thing you go back in time and give a caveman that would ultimately change
A
their
lighter.
life? You think a lighter would be the big thing? That'd be pretty
It'd run
good.
out. It had to be something like crazy, like
Well, what about like a fire starter then? Like a flint
Like
steel
flint.
thing?
Do you have those?
I don't.
Oh, does that have to be like something you have on you right now? A Fitbit.
A Harrier jump jet.
You don't have one of those.
That's it. I don't-
Give him a Harrier jump.
yeah, I'm trying to think of something that would be like the
It'd be hilarious. I spit everyone. I'm sorry.
It's
just
all
a
right.
minute.
I would give him a pre-order of all.
Spit it out.
They would have an extra hunting
Whatever
party.
I'd give them, they'd be like, it's your ex's birthday.
It's not our birthday. Stop giving us gifts.
I think the fire starter, I think, is a good one.
I think it's a really right.
I'm just trying to think like a.
I
A globe, maybe.
have all these like those long lighters to like light the fireplace, and it's like lighting stuff is it's this whole effort to like when the fire pit outside. Whenever we have like Game of Thrones night, we'd light the fire. After the set of the movie, I totally have a new solution for that. I just have a blowtorch now, like one of those handheld butane blowtorches. That is awesome because you just turn it on, it doesn't turn off, and you just blast until something's on fire. It takes me about 3.5 seconds now to light a fire. Whereas before it was like crumpling paper.
I tried to make
shit.
I tried to make a fire in Jeff's backyard
God, it went so
using just like wood and stuff.
Yeah.
And I made like a little like shoelace bow where I could like do the wood.
You did not.
Yeah, and
did.
couldn't do it.
No.
He broke his stick
like,
that his shoelace was around. Then he grabbed a candle to cheat and still couldn't make a fire with a lit candle.
What, was this based on just movies you saw, or you were just like, did you
Little bit of
actually
Bear
do
Grylls.
this at one time in your life?
No, I watched Bear Grylls.
How fucking bored were you? You just doing it in the backyard? Did you
No,
film it?
Jeff.
Yeah, he
Jeff
filmed
bet
it.
him that he couldn't,
I couldn't do it. I
And then
lost like $50.
he
for it.
had a time limit, and in the last 30 seconds he went for the candle, and I don't know how you still couldn't use a. You had a
I was
lit
too excited.
Candle.
I put the candle out by accident.
You let you use a candle?
No, I was just.
Well, because at that point it was so pathetic. I mean, he needed something.
Did you hear about the Big Bang?
It's not real.
Didn't happen.
It's not real.
What?
What do you want?
New theory, right? Big Bang never happened. The universe never began. It's been around at all times, forever.
The universe
But how is that?
never
Like, how is there
began.
no beginning?
It just didn't have one. It's
So we're just not here.
Yeah, we're
This
just
isn't
not-
happening right now. Okay.
So
So
I mean,
was there a first star then?
maybe.
Like, because we know
Yeah,
we're
because there was
expanding,
like
right?
there was dust and crap floating
why
around
are we
for a long time.
expanding then?
I just look.
Because we know that. We know that the universe
Some
is
smart
expanding.
people on some stuff I fell asleep to on Netflix said we're expanding, so we're expanding.
Yeah,
How do
the
you both
last,
know this? Is this like new news? Did this just
Yeah,
come
it
out?
just came out like
But
today.
it's a theory.
It's
Like
a new
It's a
theory.
theory.
it's not.
it's a theory on a theory.
What?
Maybe they'll cancel that
Neil
shitty
deGrasse
show.
Tyson say? Because I want to know what
And
I
I'll have
should
to rewrite
believe.
that theme song now. That theme song's been great for him.
Yeah.
Because our friend Ed Robertson does the theme song to The Big Bang Theory. And that show's been on the air a long time. So that's been very good for him.
My mom loves that show.
I went
It's the worst show on television.
I read
Yeah.
that Aerosmith made more money from their rock band kit than they made from anything else they've ever done. Any single project.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's pretty crazy. And
More-
that music game, that genre, that movement lasted about 6 months, and it fell off a cliff.
It was like a year and a half.
No, it was several years.
But the CEO of Gunner, Dave Oshry, tweeted this weekend that he was told by a developer not to throw away his musical equipment because it was coming back. Like
Is it coming
DICE.
back? Yeah.
Right? So it could be. Like, people could be developing new games for it.
I was gonna say the Aerosmith thing. Though, does that speak highly of the game or poorly of Aerosmith?
Dude, I have
sales
one
records?
rule in my car. No Aerosmith.
Really?
I
No Aerosmith.
fucking hate Aerosmith.
Not any. There's no Aerosmith song. No
Dream
Janie's Got
Dream
a
On's
Gun.
okay. Janie's Got a Gun is one of the worst songs ever made.
Oh!
I fucking
Who was the hot chick in that video?
It's not in
Steven
Janie's Got a
Tyler.
Gun, but you're talking about maybe
Tyler's
Liv
daughter.
Tyler is in one of them, and also
yeah.
Alicia Silverstone is in one.
I think Alicia Silverstone
Alicia
and Liv
Silverstone.
Tyler are in.
Yeah, they're in
Janie's
Crazy
Got a
together,
Gun.
right?
Yeah, they're in Crazy
No.
for sure.
Janie's Got a Gun is
What
not
about
a
the one
sexy
where?
song.
What about the one with Run DMC on the other side of the wall?
Are you asking Gus?
What about it?
Like,
Is it a good song?
yeah, who else? Yeah, you. Good song, right?
Yeah,
okay.
you.
I mean, every time Aerosmith comes out, I have to change. the
Does it
station.
also
I
bug
can't.
you that he's
Dude
such
looks like a lady?
he's such a dirty
No,
bastard?
I hate that.
Okay.
He's filthy. Like in
is
every
Steven
music
Tyler?
video, he
Steven
just looks
Tyler.
so grubby.
Yeah.
But it's like
Bugs
it worked
me.
for him
He's
in
got
the
nice lips,
70s.
though.
He was like, ooh.
he has nice
Has there ever been a rock group that
Looks
like
like a piece of leather.
embraced getting older by dressing differently, like by dressing in like suits and stuff like
Like
that.
showing up with like walkers.
No, but just like
Oxygen tanks.
like the Grateful Dead, they held on to the aesthetic the whole way through, so they just became kind of old hippies after a while. And like the Rolling Stones are like aging rockers, you know what I mean? But like, nobody like.
I know what you mean.
I guess Eric Clapton kind of got to the point where he would wear like. Eric Clapton's not dressing like a hippie these days. And
Yeah,
stuff like
Guns
that.
N' Roses. Axl still wears like the bandana, and it's like, oh honey, now it's just you and your receding hairline. It's just covered it up.
Well, he doesn't even sound like Axl Rose anymore. He just sounds like an old.
Didn't he get hit by like part of a moving stage thing? Isn't he the one who like
Sure.
got smacked by a?
No, that was was
was
that
that?
him? No, that was Brett Michaels, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't. One of them got
Damn.
hit by like
Yeah.
a piece. Like the stage was coming down, and he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta dance my way back in," and he fully like, it like knocked him down. He got really hurt, right?
Yeah.
We're laughing about it, but he got really.
Did
hurt.
it just happen in there?
Yeah.
Someone might have died in the
Somebody
control room.
recreated it in the control room.
Oh man, I was just thinking of the one of
You're right. It was crazy. It was a video that had Alicia Silverstone.
Thank you. Yeah, Janie's got a gun is about it.
It's all creepy and child molestation. Yeah.
Well, then he puts his.
Oops.
Then he puts Liv Tyler in all his music videos, and it's really creepy. He's like, "Here's my strange daughter. Be in my sexy music video." It's like, you're weird.
Yeah, but she's
You're
hot.
weird. And he's her father, so.
That's-
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm with you.
But also, she's hot.
There was that picture of
debatable.
the cast of Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you saw it, that came out, I guess this past week.
We saw Lord of the Rings.
Before it was a picture that was taken before they started filming Fellowship, and it's weird how different everyone looks. I think it was a picture from like '99, right before they started.
Yeah.
it's just strange to see how different everyone looks over that course
R.I.P.
of time.
Orlando Bloom's looks.
What?
He looks so weird
he's
as
got, like,
Legolas
a
now.
shade.
He's got like this weird, way too intense contacts in the Hobbit movies, and it's like he looks too round to be
I don't
an
think that's
elf
context.
anymore.
I think that's some computer fiddling on his face.
Well, it's bad. Whatever it is, he
I
looks
kind of tuned out
horrible
anytime he
in the
came on
Hobbit
screen,
movies.
which is really bad because he was awesome in the original ones.
Oh man.
Oh, and the Hobbit one.
Yeah, the Hobbit
yeah.
ones is just bad.
He's-
I saw a great video today, which is it's the same guy who did that video, Humans Need Not Apply, and he's done now 2 videos that explain the mythology of the Lord of the Rings, but like very straightforward. Just like, here's what this is, here's what this is, here's where Sauron came from, here's exactly what the rings are, here's exactly what they do, here's exactly who made them, here's what they were intended to do, and here's the story of how they all ended up where they ended up. And it's
sounds
great.
cool.
It's great. It's
So
great.
when Ashley and I went and played the preview of Shadow of Mordor,
Right.
We had to research that because we didn't want to sound like idiots. We're like, okay, because it's something they never really fully explained, and then we said we have to figure out who made the rings, what do they do, where did they end up. So
Right.
that would be a super convenient thing to know. Did you hear about the 9-year-old in Texas who got suspended from school for threatening a classmate with the One Ring?
Yeah, he said I had a ring that was gonna make him disappear.
He said
and
he had the
they
one ring of power
expelled
and it was
him.
going to make this other kid he didn't like disappear.
My favorite was the dad's response, which was, obviously there's no ring that makes people disappear, and also if he had one, he wouldn't make anyone disappear with it. Like he's like, he wouldn't use it for evil.
He wouldn't even make a fly disappear.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I liked it.
Could've just
So
been a
how long was
metaphor.
he suspended?
I think he got sent home, and I think it was like a 3-day thing.
God, I'm so grateful that like my kids never got involved with like any like something that made it to the press, something so stupid like that.
But that's not like the kid's fault. That's not like
No,
kid
it's not.
stupidity.
But I wouldn't want my
That's
kids
like-
involved with idiot adults that are doing that stupid
Yeah,
shit
oh.
either. Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, God, it's just they always hear about those things. Like I remember one time there was a kid when I was growing up in Houston. He had you remember that really horrible fashion trend for a while, where people would have a tail on their hair. It was
Oh,
like
rat tail.
Rat tail,
yeah,
yeah.
it was kind of like a ponytail, but it was just horrid, like a long like rat tail.
tail.
Kid had one. He dyed it green, and like it was a big fucking deal in Houston.
He had a green rat tail.
He had a green rat tail. It was a big fucking deal.
For
Like,
some
whether I had
reason,
to cut it.
my mind stopped, and you're like, he died.
I heard died too. I was
Died
like,
of rat tail.
did he hang himself with it? How long was it?
It's like, yeah. So he had a rat tail, and he go to school. Anyway, killed a bunch of people. But yeah, what a crazy kid. Yeah, but something dumb like that. It's the other thing too is like when you look back at like music videos like this or what we were just talking
Kills
about,
me that you poke your screen. Kills me.
like that.
Don't,
Okay.
Why are you doing that?
Do it more.
Can you do that while it's on the edge of
It
the
just
table?
turned off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now it's working. But I was like back like Friends just made it to Netflix. And Friends was a very fashionable show. Like everybody looked up to the people on Friends. They were like, "Oh, this is the
I wanted
best."
to be Rachel so bad.
You had the Rachel for a while.
Right to wear
didn't you?
too tight shirts.
Great hair.
But it's like, and then you look at it now, it's like so dramatically out of date. And it's like, I don't remember wearing clothes that shitty. but I know I guess I
The
did.
90s were especially shitty. Everybody
Everything
thinks
shitty.
that like the 80s were like really shitty clothes. 90s had overalls,
Well, the clothes
and they were cool.
Clothes were baggy, really
yeah.
baggy. Like Ross's suit looks like his dad's suit. He's just like, hey, and he's like
Yep.
the hot dude everyone loves
But
for some reason. It makes
now
no
people
sense.
don't care and they just take crap from all these different decades and of whatever they want. So what would this period be known as?
Well, the 90s
the
are
mishmash?
the 90s are actually like it's a fashion trend now to dress like the 90s, to have like blue lipstick or floral print or just to shout back to the 90s.
My-
So-
my-
Well, it's cyclical. You
Yeah,
know, 10 years
absolutely.
ago, the 80s were popular, you know, and then 10 years from now, it'll be the 00s. Or
I
whatever
remember when the
fuck you call
70s
it.
were like, oh my god, you see like the bell-bottom jeans and stuff like that and all that, and you just looked so dated and gross. And now it's like the coolest thing there is now.
I'm excited to be really old and watch these podcasts.
Why?
Just because we're really such idiots talking about crap, aren't we? It's
No,
like,
I guarantee
oh,
you
was
will look back at what we're wearing right now and be like, Jesus, look what they're
Please,
fucking wearing.
well, I'm
That's
already
what I
looking
mean.
at
Like-
this and wondering.
Oh,
about
come on.
it.
Get the fuck out of here. You love that. You love this jacket.
Everyone's gonna be in unitards and just one piece.
Is
and
that
they're like,
crushed
why is it in
velvet? Oh.
pieces?
I'll have you know, I got this for Ashley X's birthday. So it was a lovely gift.
I think we should all just start gifting people. Not saying what it is, but we'll know. A little wink and nod.
That would absolutely be the worst. That would be the moment of just the realization where you're like, have you ever had that where you've done something and it's like, you realize how badly you fucked up and it's like you have like a 30-second window to try to fix it or something like that?
Or to try to come up with a good reason or excuse.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're very good at stuff like that.
Me?
Like thinking
I'm
on the
terrible
thinking
at
on
it.
the-
I'm
like,
terrible at it.
I was asleep. Nope.
Big line down my face.
I do that with things I read on the internet, and then I try to remember, like, oh yeah, once this happened to me. No, I read that on the internet, but then I'm already too deep into the story,
Right.
so I have
Just
to
make
think
you
of how to
commit
like
to the lie.
how to like veer back to the internet and be like, so anyway, on Reddit, blah blah blah. I've done that so
I've
many
been with
times.
Dan where he was trying to impress a girl with a story that I told, but he forgot that it was me. And he's like telling it like it happened to him. I was
Really?
like- yeah. And he'd be like sent to this girl like bragging all this stuff, and I'd be like, really interesting, Dan. And he like gets it halfway through him telling it. He's like, but just keeps going.
That-
like,
that's
talking
a-
to the girl.
But
Like,
see,
So you
Dan
don't throw him
can
under the
sell
bus.
it. Dan could sell that.
I mean, I threw him under the bus to him, but not to the girl.
Right.
Good man. Good man.
I didn't say, oh, that happened to me, actually.
That's a common problem we've had always, like in office environments where someone will come up with a good idea. It's usually Lawrence, and he'll come up with something quietly. He'll be like, hey, we should do this one thing for a video. And then someone will be like, hey, we should do this thing for a video. And he's like, I fucking said that 30 minutes ago.
That's how you get like an office shooting spree. Is somebody who gets stepped on that like over and over again.
I've just stopped taking credit for stuff.
Did I upset the? I'm sorry. Were you guys planning one and I outed your plan? I'm sorry.
We can't say shooting spree.
Control room went nuts.
That's how you get one pouty office worker is by stepping on their ideas
You're
like
going to have
that.
an HR complaint on your hands.
Is that what we're calling the
Me and
shootout?
Yvonne have a meeting later about the word shooting spree.
That happens a lot in Achievement Hunter, but as long as the video gets made, it's like,
That's kind of what I was like. It becomes like, you know how like you put enough women in a room, like they sync up. Like I think that's men too.
Yeah,
They're-
go on that sentence again.
I'm just saying humans in general. You put them all in one place, they all.
you put enough women in a kitchen. What?
Whoa, what
I
was
did not
this?
say that.
Whoa, you made it worse.
No, saying no.
Oh, you put all
God, no.
these crazy bitches in a room and just.
Remember that 30-second thing we were talking about?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I can just hear like the Tumblr engines like winding up. Like,
I'm saying
here we go.
scientifically that has been proven. I'm saying you put enough men in a room, they at least
make dude
in
soup?
my we make dude soup. That is it. I'm saying I think we all end up coming up. Maybe just people in general. I just work with a bunch of dudes. That's why we're called Dude Soup or whatever.
Good save.
Yeah, thank you.
This hole's so deep, Adam.
look
I
at
don't know
you,
how
you're
to
still,
get you out.
I'm playing back what I just said in my head. I'm like, I'm good.
Is it
Good,
going
that's
bad?
good.
That one's questionable.
I'm gonna keep my thumb here. If it goes like this, you've
I'm
messed it
saying
up.
you put enough people like
Gavin is not, by the way, the best judge.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
that's true. I should step away from this. But no, it's like it's just hive mind mentality. I think you all end up. I'm sure you guys experience it here where.
Dragging us down with him now.
No. I'm just saying it's office.
I'm sure you've
God
also
damn it.
talked about women and their periods syncing up, right, guys?
I have dug myself
That's
into a
all
hole. That is scientifically proven. I will not take that
What
one
if you're on
back.
birth control, Adam?
I don't take birth control.
You never had to contend with that. Okay.
No, I just use condoms.
It got so quiet.
I'm just
So
drinking
how
my
about
beer
those
now.
berries?
They're just slowly taking the podcast offline. Like
I'm
Damn,
sending
we're
you a photo, Patrick, to put up of someone drew a sketch from the podcast tonight.
wow.
They sent it to us via Twitter, via the hashtag RT Podcast.
Hey,
I feel like we don't ever promote the hashtag.
I just did.
Yeah,
What are
I mean,
you talking
I'm
about?
not
I
saying,
literally
like,
just did it.
Stepping on those ideas again.
That's a great idea you just came up with, Burnie.
Thanks, man.
You know what we should do? We should promote the hashtag some more.
Oh, Gus, great
Bernie
idea.
just had
Gus,
that
you're
idea.
a
Such a
genius.
good idea. Don't ruin it, Gavin.
Promote
good
this
idea.
man.
This is a good sketch.
We're terrible at promotion.
I have a question for you, Bernie.
Go ahead.
What is a kangaroo pouch? What does it do?
What does it do? That's where baby kangaroo goes to nurse. That's where it hangs out in there to nurse. It's protected.
Just hangs out.
Well, nurses. That's what
How's
does.
it get in there?
It has to crawl.
It does. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's like a baby kangaroo looks like a worm. Looks like a worm. It's gross.
I never knew this. I thought either they were born in there or they're just shoved in there for, I'll keep you in
Like
there.
what, like
No,
a
it has
purse?
to find its
But
way
yeah, it's
in
like
there.
it's shut out of the vagina,
Shat
and then it
out of the
and then
vagina.
it's
many
like a
times
little
have-
worm. It knows to crawl into the pouch. Then it sucks on this thing that inflates inside its head.
Something Caveman would have to explain to you. It's that's what this sounds like.
It's just amazing. I didn't know that it had to like journey its blind way into the pouch.
Yeah, they look awful.
Yeah.
Animals pretty much are universally shit out and then have to do something immediately.
Giraffes are the worst.
Why?
They drop them like 6 feet. So you know that feeling? You ever do that thing where you jump too far and get that shock in your legs?
Yeah.
That's what they go through when
Imagine
they're
if
born.
that was
And
the
they
first
get up
thing you
and
ever
run.
did.
Well, they drop them and they're like, walk, get out, get up. That's the first thing the
There's a
giraffe has to
lion
do.
coming, get your ass up.
Right, I think
you
like
have to
the-
go.
Get on the treadmill. Yeah.
The mother
Where's
giraffe
your
has to
Fitbit?
lick it, right? To like start the blood flow into its
I
legs
never
or
made
something.
it. I didn't make it that far.
I know that kangaroos lick their arms, and they lick their arms to be
What is that?
cool because the skin on their arms is super.
Nope.
No, that's not it.
a kangaroo. It's like some kind of mouse.
Kangaroo.
Oh, it's like
They just showed us a picture of a gopher.
What the hell was that?
I expect to see Bill Murray with a fucking camouflage hat talking to it in the background.
That might be a kid's dream version of a baby kangaroo.
Patrick, please, whatever you do, don't put a kangaroo up next, put something else. This is also a baby rat.
yeah, just put up a bat, just something weird.
that? What was that?
I want us to all be wrong and for that to actually be a baby
I
kangaroo.
want to Google image a baby kangaroo and see how far he got before he picked that one.
Also, that is not a baby kangaroo. That's a baby kangaroo.
Oh,
Seriously.
looks like a worm.
Seriously, that's what they look like when they're born.
It's
I
sucking on the
believe
teeth.
his more than I believe yours.
That's horrible.
Oh dear, it's an alien.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
it
baby
sucks
kangaroo.
on that little nipple thing, and that nipple thing is like stuck in its head until it's grown, and then it lets go eventually when it's a kangaroo.
And that's what the pouch is for. It's
That's
weird.
what the pouch is
weird.
for. So it's
Pouch
like-
is weird.
yeah, it's
pouch is
amazing.
Oh, gross.
Dear God.
Kangaroo baby. It looks like an egg.
I know, it's horrible.
If I
Like
gave
an
birth to that,
egg.
I'd throw it away immediately. It's just like done.
It'll just crawl up into your ear or something.
Yeah, it looks like the baby from Eraserhead. It's just like this is.
Baby from Eraserhead. Wow. I just say, oh yeah, this is a sketch from the podcast.
If you had a Game of Thrones house, that would be your badge.
That is
Sigil.
House unicorn.
There you go.
Flaming
House
unicorn.
unicorn I hate.
Sophia's Mama 24 on Twitter wrote that. I'll retweet it so people can see it.
Just hates a unicorn emoji. That's amazing.
God,
Also,
it's-
you look
Like,
old.
what would your
It's not
words
very
be?
good.
Like,
I mean, he looks old.
what
He's
the
old.
fuck is that horn?
Yeah, like-
House
So,
unicorn.
yeah, like powers is fury, Gus. Fuck that.
That horn needs a swirl.
Horn needs a swirl. I like
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
The Boltons have a flayed man. You have a unicorn that you can't stand.
it's on fire too. Which,
I know, it was on fire and it looked kind of menacing behind you.
Yeah.
I think you summoned it with your anger.
Yeah.
Look.
People are telling us.
Ah, and then-
I've
Oh,
never
man.
heard of this. People are telling us the thing that they showed is a kangaroo rat.
Okay,
That must be our
I'll believe
Australian
that.
audience.
It's just a rat.
Yeah.
Rats are cute. I'd have a rat.
Yeah, we saw what, mice yesterday?
Yeah, they're
They were
so
super
like
cute.
small. Anything you can fit entirely in your mouth is a great pet, I think.
Why?
Hold on.
no. We got to think about it.
Yeah, hold on.
Anything you fit entirely in your mouth is a great
Lice.
pet.
Okay, a cockroach could fit entirely in your mouth.
You
Maggots?
can't really have a pet bug, though, can you?
You certainly could.
No, I don't think you can because I think the operative word in pet is pet. If you can't pet it, it's not.
You could
Like-
pet a cockroach.
I mean,
I
pet a
mean, a
cockroach.
Nobody's
cockroach
petting a
is.
pet. Nobody's petting a
You
cockroach.
Yeah,
can't.
but you
It's
could.
not about whether you want to, it's if you could.
You're
And you
confusing
would.
Totally
pet and
different.
pest.
No.
Like you can't pet a snake.
Is a
People
fish a
shouldn't have
pet?
snakes.
Because you can't fucking
Snakes
pet
are
a
great.
fish.
You can pet a fish.
You can
Bullshit.
too. Red Foreman taught me you just corner it and then you rub it. They love the feel of the human hand. That's a direct quote from that 70s show. I've
Yeah,
seen that way
fictional,
too
I'm so
much.
70s
sorry.
Yeah.
Love that show.
Don't fish have a memory of like 3 seconds? So
Goldfish.
Did you ever
Oh,
see the
okay.
guy who had the pet fish?
Yeah, it was good. Good video.
And he would jump and he'd pick it up and then he'd throw it away and it would swim
Yeah,
back to him
come
and
back.
jump into his arms.
What was the video we just saw
fucking
that
weird.
like the fish had like beached itself and then a cat like knocks it back. It's like a koi fish or something. It's like and the cat like knocks it back into the pond for the fish. and then it swims away. Somebody find that video. It's
That
real.
sounds like a fish that wants to die.
It tried to
That cat's kind of a
talk.
dick for stopping his suicide attempt.
I mean, that's what the cat would do. It's
Wait,
like,
why is the cat
no, no.
dick?
Yeah. Oh, you want to kill
The
yourself?
cat
Nice try.
helped it.
Get back in.
Aw, the cat was
All
like,
right, Pat, just
no,
send me a
it gets
video of the pet
better.
fish.
I love
Get
when
in there.
humans project that and they're like, wow, those animals are helping each other. It's like 5 minutes later, you don't see the tiger killing the zebra.
You're the worst because I do this all the time to Gavin. I'll be like, Penny's pouting because earlier I told her she couldn't have blank, and she's like on the corner of the couch, and Gavin will be like, she can't feel that. She can't pout.
It's a dog, for Christ's
She
sake.
can pout. They have
Dog
emotions.
can't pout.
Back me up on this. Guys.
Dogs can
Thank
pout.
you,
Dogs
thank
can
you.
totally pout.
But they
Thank
can't,
you.
though.
They do.
They can.
And they can. They
How
have
can a dog
vengeance.
sulk?
You saw our dog yesterday.
It's
She
just a
was
miserable
sulking.
bastard. That's all it is. It's just a sad dog.
That's not
So,
true.
what dog?
It's sad.
What do you do when you're sad?
You be sad.
You pout.
Thank you.
No, you hold it up inside and you be strong and
She
you go
was
on
on
with your
the
day.
far end of the couch, like tucked under the cushion, looking miserable.
There's something there. But I mean, we
Thank you.
project ourselves onto animals so much. We're like, that dog's smiling. It's like, no, his face is permanently like that.
There's always, that's most of our discussions. Like, well, why'd you do that? It's all because Penny saw me do this to the cat, so now I have to do this. Like, what are you on about?
To make it even, if we give the
You have to be
kitty
fair with a
love,
dog.
then Penny gets jealous.
I'm in the middle of this. You realize this?
Adam, it's just that
I feel like a
Penny gets
therapist.
jealous.
What do I do?
Gavin, am I right
What
here?
do I do?
Well, just call your ex-girlfriend or whatever. Send her a gift.
Just give gift.
Give her a
Buy her a
treadmill.
All right, Adam's
Meg-
done. He's not our therapist anymore.
I'm
Meg, I
not
meant to
certified.
ask you this earlier today. So you put out a video on the note about the Straight Outta Compton Red Band trailer.
Yeah, I did because it looks friggin' awesome.
Did you? Did
said,
you?
"Fuck the police."
Did you intentionally make the thumbnail so it looks like you're a member of NWA?
I was like, shit, I need a good photo of the cast, but it's like the cast and who they're playing, and Gary Gray, the director's in the middle, and the guy who played Eazy-E, because Eazy is no longer with us, is in the middle under it, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna look like I'm with NWA.
Yeah,
should've
so it's perfectly fine.
Is that why you didn't do any sort of cool
No,
pose?
I didn't before. I don't
They
ever
were
pick
like this, and you're just like,
I don't ever pick the background until I've done with, like, I've already done my little poses during my read. And I wish I had, because I would have fully done, like, the steel face that they're doing.
And it was impossible to go back and
Yeah.
reshoot it.
She's like, well, done.
Oh, not at all.
couldn't do
But
it.
I really wanted to
Look at
look like
that.
I was with.
Look at that.
that I was with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. Who doesn't want to be part of NWA thing?
Of everyone on NWA, Eazy-E was my favorite, and it was so cool to see the guy that they got to play.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that they got to play Eazy-E was fantastic, and I guess they're using. I don't think they're remastered. I think they're actually using the songs, right?
Yeah, and they're using Ice Cube's son is playing Ice Cube, so it
That
looks
was good
exactly
casting,
like
too.
him.
Wow.
But Eazy-E's son didn't get cast, and neither did Dr. Dre's son. I guess they both tried out to play their fathers, and I guess Dr. Dre's son took it well, but Eazy-E's son went to TMZ and like blasted
That's
the
gotta
movie.
be heartbreaking.
Yeah, he
You
didn't
can't
even.
play your
son.
dad.
No.
still trying to get his PhD.
So I was thinking about that. Did they have a big falling out?
Yeah.
I assume so. I mean, obviously Dr. Dre and Ice Cube are still friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
Eazy-E died.
they talked a lot of shit about Eazy-E on the Chronic.
He died of AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a falling out way before that, though.
Yeah.
And then there was like Suge Knight killed people on the set, and then.
Oh, was that
his-
the set
he
he was
yeah.
visiting?
Yeah, he was on the set of this movie. I believe I read that. I'm not gonna back it up, but I did read
Yeah,
that.
So
Apparently she's
what
a member, so it's,
What I
she
heard
knows.
is
Listen.
he visited the set of a movie.
Right.
I didn't know it was this one. And I guess he got into an argument with someone, then got in his car to leave and backed up and ran over one of his friends. I guess someone who had gone to the set with him.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that
And
part.
yeah, he was in like such a hurry to leave, he just backed the car up and ran over and a friend of his.
Yeah, and killed him. And now
Yeah.
he's gonna be on trial for murder. And took
Again.
off. Yeah, and took
A
off.
true American hero.
That's unbelievable. So
Yeah.
crazy.
So I'm excited about this movie. I think it looks really good.
I can't wait.
do they
I
have
want to see
a-
the Suge Knight movie. That's
Did-
going to be good. It might be coming. Might be able to make it soon.
Do you think
The one
Vanilla
who
Ice
held, like
son
Vanilla
will
Ice.
So we're just going to hang you over this.
Oh, for the thumbnail for that video, I could just be like, oh, like dangling over the side of him.
You make videos solely based on the thumbnail. That's the
What
best.
have I always wanted to be in? I'll make a story about it.
Here, I'm going to read this other ad while you think
Sweet.
about it.
Movie looks great, though.
I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Eat the Strawberries. I think every time I say it, the white chocolate are my favorite. You're eating it right there. Those are.
Oh, good.
I'm normally not a white chocolate fan. Those are definitely the best ones.
Racist.
Should absolutely eat them. Eat them all. So good. Look at you. You get to call on the podcast.
Also, I
and-
didn't like that the ad read said they'll deliver them to her door.
That's what
Why
I-
can't boys get
Yeah, you
strawberries?
can totally give them to boys too.
What is
Absolutely.
that? What is that here? Oh, is it Tumblr? Tumblr also doesn't like the ad read.
I listen to the podcast every week, and I always hear you guys talk about these things.
I found a picture of a kangaroo eating a strawberry. There you go. There you go. Brings it all together.
I'm just happy I got to eat one finally.
They're so good.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get them, but
You're not sponsored by Sherry's Berries?
we were never sponsored by Sherry's Berries.
Get in on that.
Well, you will be now. Part of the Rooster
I
Teeth
know,
family.
that's the only reason why I got the job.
It's a.
I want the berry.
It's so weird to email you at a roosterteeth.com email address now.
I had that moment today. So I'm sleeping at Blaine's place now.
Brag about it. Who is
now.
Yeah. his bedroom looks like
I've got some napkins here for you guys, by the way.
I was telling
Pass
Blaine,
them down.
his bedroom looks like the kill room from the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Wow.
It's like fluorescent lighting and just a bed. I'm like,
Fluorescent lighting.
and I was like, "Where's your condom?" He's like, "Right here."
Did you see how many he has?
Yeah, it's running low.
Running low, he had like 50 in that last vine.
I only
He
saw
knows
like,
he doesn't have to wear them while he jerks it,
I only
right?
saw like 10.
We know he got stood up on that date. He's not taking anybody out.
But on the way over,
Blaine's out here.
I saw him. I didn't
I
want to.
think Blaine's a great guy.
I didn't want to talk about him behind his back on a podcast that can be listened by thousands of people.
No, he's right there. It's right
I know.
We
It's
tweeted
right there.
out that he got stood up. It's not a secret.
Yeah. He has a lot of condoms though. Not as many as I thought he would, but it's pretty good. But his room's
He
scary.
had a lot.
I saw that video.
That vine, I was like, I don't know if I would be scared or excited if I got to a guy's house and
I'm
he had
sure
that many.
he was like, haha, it's for a joke, but really he's like, hell yes.
Yeah. He's like, haha, joking. These are the condoms I have. So.
I put these in you.
I wonder if he keeps it. Do you keep them in like a vase next to your bed, like their display piece?
No, they're in a drawer. I've seen them.
I had a
Anybody
friend
who has that many condoms
No,
would use the
I
word
had a-
vase.
I had a friend in high school. Her parents were divorced, and her dad got like his bachelor pad, and she invited us over for the first time. And we were checking it out, and we went into her dad's room, and he had like a clear flower vase full of condoms, and she was so embarrassed.
Sounds like a cool
We
dude.
teased her mercilessly
I like that
about
guy.
it.
Sounds like a
Ugh.
maniac.
It's like,
Hey, he's very safe. He's a safe maniac.
He's a safe maniac with a vase. Hey, hand me another one of those things.
Yeah.
Don't make me reach too far.
Blaine,
I thought you were talking
Excuse
about
me, I
condoms.
don't want to work out.
I don't
too
want to burn off any
Blaine, have you
calories.
ever had a posh wank? You just use one on yourself, but it's just you. You have?
Well, smart man. Only works 99% of the time. or
Have you ever done that?
No, I've never done
Yeah, I've never done that either.
People get too
Like,
fancy.
he said it so confidently. I was like, am I the weirdo?
You've never been like.
It's like,
That sounds like a
Get it
terrible
done?
idea.
I'm
That's
going
a
to jack
waste.
off, and I'm going to have it cost money.
Yeah, that's a waste of resources.
You should have
Socks
done
are
that.
so cheap.
You should have precautionally done that when you're on that plane.
Oh, you're such a fucking jackass.
Well, you should have worn a diaper.
Oh.
Fair play.
Wow.
Wait, is that rude? We all
No,
know he
no.
pooped
Did
his
you shit
pants.
yourself
Come
on a
on.
plane?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
He did also
Aw,
at
that happened.
breakfast with me, and I had to take him home in my car.
This is becoming a problem.
Yeah. No, it happened a lot. It was a hard time for you.
Are you like a fart joker? Like, do you fart?
No, I
as,
just
for
had, like,
fun?
Never.
No, I just had food poisoning or something.
Yeah.
It made me poo.
I recently had a similar situation when you guys first met, as I was just played wingman for Blaine. It was for somebody that I know
You're a good wingman.
in LA. Well, LA's different too. You grew up in LA, right, Adam?
Yeah, from LA.
Is your wife from LA?
She is.
How long you guys been married?
2 years coming up on 3, but we've known each other for like 10 years.
You know each other for 10 years.
Yeah, we used to work at the same clothing store together.
You happy?
What kind of question? Yeah. I've never heard that question before.
So fuck, take it, leave
No, I'm
it.
not. I was like, that's the first time anyone's ever asked me, like, are you happy? It's like,
He still hasn't said yes.
that's what he said. I fucking love my wife.
Flowers
Right
in the
away.
bungalow. Adam
Oh,
needs
God,
those.
no. No, I was more worried she's going to get mad at me for not talking about Friends. It's her favorite show. So you brought it up. I was
Dude,
like,
Friends is the bomb, dude.
oh,
I
no.
would be pretty pissed. You took about a minute and a half to
It was
say
a
you were
shocker. I was
happy.
like, that's like,
No, it really did take him off guard. He was like,
I've never been asked this question before. Yeah, I'm
Adam.
fucking happy.
You still haven't answered it, so are you happy?
I've said I fucking love my wife.
He answered it. He answered it. for
Yeah, yeah.
God's sake.
no, but
weird.
seriously, though, you
God
happy?
damn.
I like how we were having a conversation about being good wingmen, and then we immediately threw Adam under the bus in his marriage.
Yeah, I was like, it blew. Oh, what the fuck is that?
I've met your wife.
You have, yeah.
She's nice.
I think the first time her and I actually met Meg was on the Gauntlet, Meg was driving us back from a party. You were in the driver's seat.
Oh my
That's when you guys were like
God.
first started dating.
Yeah, we weren't even
Such an
dating
eventful
then.
night.
Yeah. I remember that. That was
Not enough.
Okay, I was like, there was a
Ting.
little weirdness
Let me ask you
there.
a question. Are you happy?
I'm really happy.
God damn it!
Oh, it's so quick.
Look how fast that was.
I'm in the
We have a
show.
secret handshake. Do you guys have a secret handshake?
Don't give it away.
No,
That was your
secret.
first. That was your first night visiting Austin, wasn't it? Oh, you're from Austin though.
Hold on. I want to go back to the secret handshake. What the hell?
do I. What's a
Is
secret
there like a
handshake?
safe word? What's
No.
happening?
Let's see it.
No way. We're good.
How do you guys have a secret handshake? What does that mean?
Like, what's the
Secret.
point of a secret handshake in case like a doppelganger shows up and tries to like
If I'm
seduce
just like,
you?
if I see him and I'm not sure, I'm like, flash. And if he
Nah,
doesn't
it's just-
answer it, then the handshake is the go-to.
It's too gay. You know, like when like a girl and a boy, and they're
Gavin
like
gets
smushy?
really worried.
Sounds super gay.
No.
Boy to girl do
Gavin
what?
gets really worried. Like the other day we came down, I got a new, Gavin had the gray Achievement Hunter zip up, and I'd also gotten one, and we came down to go to breakfast together, and we just happened to both be wearing the same zip up, and Gavin was like, can't do this. Can't have matching clothes. People are going to think we're too gay.
I agree with that.
That happens a lot. Like we both have like the Converse Chucks, and she'll be wearing them, like I can't wear this.
One of us is going to have to change.
Well, you've seen those old couples wearing the same jogging suits. It's like it's just slowly becoming that. Where
But
it's
embrace
like,
it.
No,
Embrace it.
No.
I was at DICE in Vegas last week. It's a video game conference, and I was walking. The conference is held at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
I hate that place.
Casino.
It's whatever.
Hotel and
advertisement.
casino.
So I was leaving. We were done with sessions for the day. So I was walking out, and like you have to walk out from the breakout rooms, pass through the casino floor, out to the taxi stand in front. And like I'm walking by, and I look at the floor, and I see this really elderly couple. Like they're not standing next to each other at a craps table, but they're both at the same craps table. And I can tell they were together even though they weren't standing next to each other because they were both wearing like identical Hard Rock Casino shirts with like the logo embroidered. I was like, obviously, you're really old, you're married. Why would you stand? You're wearing the same thing.
You don't even know.
Why would you stand next to each
Those
other?
two people showed up at the table, and then she was like, "Oh, that guy has good taste in shirts." They didn't know each other at all. This is how they met. This is their late in life love that you saw happening slowly.
Maybe, I didn't think about that. In my mind, I was like, they're definitely together. There's no way they both showed up like that.
Wow, I can't imagine a grosser love story than what Meg just told. Two super old people met wearing the same
Showed up at a
shirt.
craft
He's like
table.
room 302. See you there.
Did they look like they were trying
She's
to
like,
impress
"What?"
each other?
Gus,
I got a room on the first floor, no stairs.
Wheelchair accessible.
Gus, did you
Number
know?
one at the box office.
Did you know that your disappearance was like a mystery around here?
What'd you do?
There were like at least 6 people who came
Yeah,
by
you're
that
done.
were like,
You're old. The days of Gus are past now.
I told everyone.
"No, nobody
Nobody
knew.
knows where you are.
Nobody knew."
I went on
No.
Tuesday. I left on Tuesday. I went to the bungalow to pick up some packages before I went to the airport. And everyone in the bungalow was like, "Oh, are you not in Vegas yet for DICE?" I said, "No, I'm on my way to the airport right now." Everyone in the bungalow fucking knows. How do you all not know over here?
Ryan,
Different office.
yeah, Ryan came in to ask us about the patch, and he's like, "I don't know where Gus is."
Oh my
And-
god! I fucking emailed Ryan like 3
Dude,
weeks
he was in
ago.
achievement and he was like, I was like, who's on the patch this week? He was like, me, Gus, and
Oh,
someone
I
else. And
have
I was
the-
like, Gus is out. And he
I
was
have
like,
the
what?
fucking
Yeah,
emails.
he came over literally the day before, and he's like, "I don't fucking know where he went." Then Patrick was like, "I don't know where Gus is."
Oh my!
Nobody knew where
I
Gus
told
was.
Patrick too that I wasn't going to be there for the patch.
Nobody knew. It was like,
Oh my god!
it was like Gus just said he was gonna be gone. I don't know what it is. Everybody
I'm
was
gonna make
wondering
a
about it.
fucking whiteboard calendar.
I can't tell you how many times I go into your office on a daily basis and I ask Barb, I go, "Where's Gus?" She goes, "I don't know."
Yeah,
And
I
not
think
just-
we asked Barb
Who
too.
at this company is away from their desk the most?
Well, I'm out of the office probably the most because I go.
I'm not counting you for some reason.
Okay, that sounds fair.
For some reason,
I
you're
would say
disqualified.
Adam Ellis. Have you ever seen him at his desk?
Oh, I see him in his
Well,
desk all the
he's
time.
over with Joel. He has 2 desks.
He
kind
showed
of.
he showed up to his desk earlier, like at 4 p.m. I finally saw him for the first time today.
Yeah.
Drunk.
Why? Was he
Did
drinking?
you see his tweet? That he threw Joel under the bus for being drunk. He was like, "Joel is being mean to me. He is drunk." And that was his whole tweet.
He texted me drunk. I was on the toilet, and
He somehow-
he said something like, "Meet me in building F." I'm like, "Is this a sentence?" Like I was really kind of confused.
Adam Ellis did things right. He was hired as a tech guy, somehow ended up being drunk at noon on a Monday. At the same job. How did he do that? It's great.
And no one's like, "Oh, we need to talk to him." It's like,
No, it's like,
oh, I'm sure he was
job.
doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
It's
He was working.
so weird to see stuff like that. Jess Kidd, who was
Jesse Cowell?
Jesse Cowell,
Legend.
who was the #1 most popular user for like the first 4 years of the Rooster Teeth website. Him and Barbara and
think it
you
was longer than that.
Were, yeah, maybe might have been like 6 years.
Yeah.
He was like #1. He did a I think he did a vlog before anybody else, and I think if he just stuck with that vlogging stuff, I mean, he'd be
Yeah, it was
a
like
household name.
2004, 2005 vlogs.
Yep, and you guys loved it. Like Gavin was like 17 at the time.
Yeah.
and
Just Kid TV.
Yeah, they would eat that stuff up. He was bar none the most popular member of the site for a long period of time. He was at PAX East, the very first one, when Monty made his debut, and he put up the video last week.
Oh, right.
And showed it, and I watched it, and it was crazy to see like lots of other stuff that was in that as well. Like Gilby was there, Adam Ellis. He was there in the front row.
Was he?
Like just he panned across, and there's Adam Ellis right there, like sitting there.
Did he have his beard?
Yeah.
Yes, I have a video of him coming by the booth that year.
Yep.
So it was like 5 years ago. A video of much younger Gilby coming and bringing hot sauce for us, and trying to get us
It's
to
so
eat
cute.
it.
It's like watching like kindergartners graduate from high school. It's like, look at you when you were so young.
Yeah, when he first told me that that was him who brought us the hot sauce, I said, "Holy shit! I have a video of you on my phone." And I like scroll like, "Look, here it is." He said, "You still have that on your phone?" I was like, "Yeah. Why would I
For
delete
this
it?"
exact moment that I needed it.
There's footage that I have of I went to New York in 2005 to a screening, and someone made me stand up because they gave me a trophy for like the longest distance traveled.
Yep.
Thai guy made me a trophy.
Thai guy, yeah. And they made you
have
eat an Oreo because he'd never
Yeah.
had an Oreo before.
It was my first time in America. It was cool. I've still got
Did
the
you
video.
still have the lady hair then?
No, I'd already cut it because I had a job at Waitrose.
Oh, for Waitrose. I'm sorry.
Hence me being able to afford a flight to New York.
With your dad, yeah?
Yeah,
For some
probably.
reason, I thought you made money cutting your hair. The way you told that story. That's how you cut your hair and you made a bunch of money and got a free plane ride.
It's like,
could've
it's like
sold
the
it
gift
for
of the
wigs.
Magi.
Did you see how silky that hair was? He
Dude,
could have
I had-
certainly sold it for
I had some
wigs.
good locks. And I stood up to get my award, and Jeff was like, "Your fly's undone," in front of a room full of people. That was my first interaction with Jeff.
Do you think of yourself as blonde? Like
I used to be blonde, not anymore.
but you wouldn't tell if you.
No, I would say I have brown hair now.
You would say you have brown hair.
I used to be. I had white hair when I was a kid. And
So did I.
I'm like bright blonde hair until I was like
Isn't that
16.
every baby basically?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Not
everyone
everyone.
comes
It's a
out
common
Not
thing.
blonde.
everyone,
It's a common
but a
thing,
lot
but I
of
don't think it's everybody.
I think unless
Yeah.
you have permanent black hair, you don't have. You have.
I had black hair when I was born. Like because my
you have
hair
black hair now.
Yeah, super dark. Yeah.
But I wonder what it takes to hold on to your
I didn't have
blonde
blonde
hair
or like
through
blue
adulthood.
eyes. Babies are always born with blue eyes and then their eyes change.
They fade. I
What?
had blue
Really?
eyes and blonde hair when I was a kid.
They
But
just
I had
all-
brown.
Man,
Unless you have brown, we're stuck with.
just imagine how disappointed Hitler was when they all come out. He's like, "They're perfect," and then like, it's like they keep changing.
Only 15 years.
It's like some sort of Willy Wonka like goose monitor thing. He's like, reject that one. It changed.
I know.
The golden
They're all
egg isn't
bad
right.
nuts.
I'm watching my kids go through it now. My oldest kid is no longer blonde. He's definitely got brown hair now. And it's like, I wonder what that is. Why does it happen? Does your hair darken over time?
When I was a kid, I was a redhead.
Get out of here.
Shut up.
I had when I
I
was a
can
little
actually
kid,
picture you as a redhead.
and I had red hair until I was about 7 or 8, I think.
Really?
Then it turned black.
Were you like, oh, okay. Got
like
it.
I was a little crushed.
Can I ask you a question? Why is that such a big deal in the UK? Red hair. Why is that like a thing? Like we don't make fun of redheads in the US, but that's like a thing you make fun
We
of.
absolutely make fun. Have you seen South Park?
I think that's borrowed from the UK. The ginger
No
thing.
way.
I never
Yeah.
heard ginger in the US.
I mean, we
growing up.
might
think-
have
I
taken
think it's just
Chicken
because-
Ginger Day, but they still make fun of
I
redheaded
think the
kids
South
here.
Park ginger thing was a result of the gingers have souls,
Don't have souls.
or gingers don't have souls.
Yeah.
I think it's just because
They
it's quite
do
rare.
have souls. That's what he says in the video. They do have souls.
I think it's just quite rare for someone to be ginger.
Is it really rare?
Yeah, like, there was one ginger kid in my class, like super pale, freckles, ginger hair. I mean, it wasn't like I think my generation was already past the whole like ginger.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Okay. I just always wonder what that was because when I was growing up, it was like if a kid had red hair, it was just like I knew a guy named Andy growing up who had red
Just
hair.
a shade of hair.
Yeah.
It's just got red hair. You know, it just wasn't a big deal. And people love redheaded girls, and so I never understood in the UK why.
What's the rarest eye color?
Stevie has yellow eyes, and I've
Stevie
never.
Nelson?
Yeah, I've never seen anybody else with yellow eyes ever.
Jason
real?
kind of has.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jason has yellowish eyes.
Jason Rose. Jason Saldana.
Jason Saldana.
Okay. Well, what the hell? You said Jason. I just said it. We just saw Jason Rose.
Oh, Jason.
We just saw Jason Rose like 2 days ago.
All right, fair play.
Fair play. Thank you. Yeah, let me see here. Steve's got like yellow eyes.
I want to see if that's
golden
real.
eye.
Let me see.
No, it's super real. She has like the
I have
nicest.
I have
eyes.
a lot of uncles and like great uncles and members of my family who have green eyes. So I always wish that I had gotten those.
I have green eyes.
Brown. Shit brown eyes.
I'm the only person in my family who doesn't have like blue-green eyes. I just fully got like shit eyes.
My wife, who I'm very happy with, has green eyes.
It's too late.
In a lovely way. My phone keeps buzzing, and I'm like, I don't think she's watching right now.
You're gonna get back.
I want
you're
you
gonna
to
be like,
know that you're sweating just a little bit.
Yeah.
You're a little worried about
well,
it.
I got 16 lights on me, and I
LED
sweat.
It's
lights.
definitely not worried
I've been
about your
running
life.
with Gavin all day. I've been busy.
We can
cover.
my
put
own
him through
singer's
it today.
jacket on. So you come on. If I can
I
handle
sweat. I sweat like a fat dude. I don't know why. It's poor genetics.
it.
I'm sorry.
Do you hate trying on clothes? It like when you-
China clothes?
No, trying on clothes.
Oh.
Like when you go, like these guys got new outfits. It takes forever for me to go get an outfit. One of my least favorite things in the world to do is go try on clothes at a store. It's really like
Why?
It's the only time you have
Why?
to test stuff.
Yeah. Well, the
Because
worst.
you get in that little closet room with this mirror where people are looking at you.
Well, the
and you're
worst
like,
is-
No, nobody's like, where are you going? Nobody looks
they
at
got the
you.
sign right there telling you people are watching you when you're skivvies and stuff. They
Oh,
have
you
a
mean through
sign.
the camera?
Yeah.
Really?
Those people don't exist.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen a sign in a
It says
dressing
like
room.
shoplifters will be
But
prosecuted.
Yeah,
I've never
well,
seen
no,
a sign that
I
says
worked-
we're watching you.
I worked at a
What?
clothing
You
store.
guys
There
are
were
not paying
no.
attention. It's in every
Yeah.
dressing
So what are you
room.
doing? Taking a knob out? Keep it away. Keep your boxes on.
doing?
for Christ's sake.
How do I know
Rub
things
one
fit,
out.
Gavin?
What are you doing? Putting a condom on and jerking it?
Come on. Same joke.
I'm doing a posh try on.
I didn't hear you.
Don't acknowledge it.
That's
Make
fine.
it your own.
That was a great
shit.
idea, Gus. You're so funny.
I will tell people like if I'm
Found
going to
the
get
one
a
in this
suit, I'm like, look, I can try on 2 things and then I'm out. This is the most Gavin I act on a regular basis. It's like that's it.
Why
I'll
is
try.
that?
Why is
can't
that
be bothered.
you?
You
Well, I
can't be
mean,
done.
Oh,
you
come
hit
on.
your limit. Everyone has a limit for everything, right? Like if someone wants to take my picture, I mean, take maybe 50 pictures. You're done. 50 pictures, you got one good one.
John Reisinger.
I wish Josh
showed me-
Reisinger was here.
He showed me the funniest fucking thing when we were in LA. He had to take headshots of Michael and Gavin for
Right,
some lazy
which I already have.
promotional
You
stuff.
really just need to take one of Michael because Michael
you,
didn't have one.
you sit there and you be quiet while I tell the story about you. So he goes to Michael, hey, can I take photos of you? Mike goes, yeah, okay. So they go outside, and Michael's like, takes photos with him. Everything's fine. Gavin, he goes out. He had to bring a shirt for Gavin, and I guess the shirt was a little bit wet.
Why are you telling stories if you don't tell them right?
I'm telling
Yeah,
you
it's
exactly
true.
right.
You're not telling it
What
right.
happened?
Okay, Michael had a long sleeve shirt on, and I had a very short sleeve shirt. He asked me to bring alternatives, which I did. I remember to do. We then walk like 5 minutes away from the office in the cold. It's
It was
freezing.
very cold.
He takes like 50 pictures of me, and then he's like, "All right, switch the shirt." I was like, "What? We picked this shirt. It's a headshot. It's a headshot. You got the pictures. Changed the color of my shirt in Photoshop, and I took my other shirt, freezing, and I went back. He got 50
You didn't
pictures
just
of me.
go back. You, according to Josh Reisinger, you walked like to your shirt like you were gonna change, and then you bolted full
You
speed.
ran
to
away.
your
I ran. It was cold.
Wow.
I wanted to get back.
You like tricked him.
I wanted to get back
Wow.
inside, and D, it was freezing.
John showed me the timestamps, and the time from the first photo being taken to the last photo of you taken before you ran away was 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Bollocks!
He showed it to me.
I want you to know that John was so upset he came to my desk to tell me about how upset he was. Or Michael, I think, actually told on you.
Use one of the old ones because they're better, and B, you already got one from that batch.
Yeah,
What?
he
I
came
mean,
and
do you
told
want me
on
to
him.
wear a different color shirt? Change it.
I did
So he told
How
on him, and
many
I asked
pictures?
Gavin,
Go ahead.
how long were you out there? Because Michael made it seem like it was maybe only 2 or 3 minutes. Gavin told me, what did you say? You said you're out there for 15 minutes.
It was 50. Oh, it's 5 minutes just to get there.
Okay.
See why I ran back?
Well, you ran
All
back.
right.
How long did it take? 3 minutes to run back?
No, I did it in like. a
It was
minute.
over by the bungalow.
should-
It wasn't even far.
Look.
It was like
No,
a
it was
30
way
second
way past the bungalow. Bungalow was halfway, if that.
By the way, we should point out that John Reisinger has taken like every single good photo of you that's ever been taken. All the merchandise we've ever had, anything with your photo on it, the Let's Play Live poster,
Taken by
Surgeon
Tom.
Simulator, all John. All Josh.
Let's Play Live poster's great.
It is.
It's good.
It
I
is
appreciate
good.
his work when it's indoors and it's warm. It's freezing cold. You're in a t-shirt. How long do you want to be taking pictures?
Whatever's appropriate. You know,
Shut
I'm a
your-
team player. Gavin, for Laser Team, we were in the middle of the field, you and I, in suits that had no warmth to them at all.
Uh-huh.
And we were out there until 5 in the morning, freezing.
Yeah.
We were we would run over, between takes, we would run over to this big bank of lights. We looked like chickens in like a 5th grade
I had a
science
blanket.
class, like we're under these bulbs, like just trying to heat ourselves up a little bit.
We did the same thing. All of the RT ladies, and we stayed until it was done.
Listen, I actually, for whatever reason, that scene that you were in, I did not have to be there tonight. I fully acknowledge that was the hardest
It
night,
was
and I did not
the
have to be there.
coldest night
That
for no
was
reason. They were like,
fucking
"Who's
freezing.
gonna be naked? Let's do it. Let's make it as cold as possible."
It was cold.
I think You're trying to make me look like a knob?
Nope.
And your tolerance is at the same level as I am. If you took 50 pictures and then had to switch your shirt to do it all again, what was the point in the first 50 pictures?
Because then you have one color and then you have
Don't know what
another
you're talking
option.
It's a headshot.
Yeah,
He's
but
trying to
there's
make you
your
look
shirt
good.
is included in a headshot. Like it's not just your like cranium. Like you get like your shirt in it too.
What's it even for? Who's going to see this headshot?
Oh, let me tell you, I've seen this thing because we've gone to some distribution presentations, and it's the headshots. It's me, and then Colton, and then Michael and Gavin, and it looks like Michael. They look like shirts photos, like we went outside, like they're up against the wall, deal studios like this, like that, and then it goes straight from you guys to Alan Richson, who's like male model, you know, his shirt half off. It's like the juxtaposition between
was
those
yours
photos.
taken?
I miss him.
What's that?
Where was yours taken from?
We did portraits 2 or 3 years ago now, and that was they're redoing mine too in the set, but I was just out of town when they did it. The portraits, one of them I used for my Twitter avatar.
The one of you in the conference room?
One in the conference room with the microphone, but I have other ones from those sets as well. It's like Gus has one where he's underneath the arrow. Jeff has one where he's leaning on the couch. Those are all from the same set. We all had portraits done of
I
all
think
the people who were shooting.
someone in the community found that picture of me. I don't know. I won't say found, but someone I guess saw that picture of me under the arrow for the first time, and I saw this long discussion about how obviously everything in that photo was photoshopped and nothing was real.
This is very sharpened.
Yeah, no, it was just sharpened. Yeah, that was me sitting in my old office at Ralph Ablanedo on like a shitty little stool in front of the wall. Like it was just sharpened, and they're like, obviously the arrow, which is that arrow now that we use at the back of the podcast, like that arrow's fake. Like, no, you've seen the arrow. It's right there. It was just on a different
Hey,
wall.
whoa, this is a green screen right back here. This is all fake behind us. That light that wasn't turned on, we forgot to put the template that where the light was turned
Oh,
on.
it's on now.
I love that Mariel.
Did you not know Mariel like came back here and turned it on right away?
She was waiting. Like she kept waiting for us not to be in
well,
a wide.
I thought that's why Burnie was like, absolutely, 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 absolutely. He said absolutely or something like 6 times in a row, and I thought you were buying Mariel time to go turn the sign.
Were you absolutely not doing that?
What's that?
When did that happen?
It was at the beginning of the podcast.
I don't remember that.
She ran out, and I think she pulled the little chain to turn it on, and it didn't turn on, so then she had to like plug it in. I saw her messing with the
Oh, I was
extension
vamping.
cord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Burnie,
but
you
I
were
thought I
vamping,
thought I
right?
did it really
You did
well.
a good job.
I did great. It was fine. It was
good.
also good. I'm a professional at work.
I didn't notice. That was that good.
It was seamless to me.
Yeah.
Although I've had a few beers, so.
That happens too. We got the worst. What's the pizza we got today? It's terrible.
Oh, the pizza's great.
it's not
Oh,
good.
the damn olives.
What?
No, black olives on pizza. You should never do that.
No, black olives are great.
Black
What's wrong with
olives
black
are
olives?
just fine.
you don't like olives
sometimes-
anymore.
I don't like olives anymore because I had like probably 100 green olives the day I had a severe allergic reaction to medication in the UK.
You probably ate 100 green olives.
No.
That's probably what did it. Gonna guess.
Well, they don't
Gonna
make you
guess.
flush and all red.
Olives are
but
minging. I don't know what olives are trying to be. But
Olives are
They're
amazing.
not right.
Nah.
Does mingin mean amazing?
no, mingin is terrible.
Mingin means fruit that's trying to be meat. It's gross.
That's not what it means. But
Wait,
I don't
what?
like anything that tries to be meat that's not meat, like portobello mushroom. Fuck
oh,
that
how
stuff.
could you?
What about
disgusting.
what about an
So good.
artichoke?
No,
Eggplant.
disgusting.
When people put eggplant in lasagna,
Eggplant's disgusting.
Eggplant's good.
An aubergine
I-
for non-Americans.
aubergine.
Right.
I felt betrayed as a kid because I was always told that was chicken parmesan, but my family was using eggplant instead. My grandma's like, "Here's our Italian chicken parmesan," and I found out later it was eggplant. I fucking hate you, grandma.
Yeah.
Did you feel like
you,
that's
Grandma.
not even close in texture? Were you just too young to recognize
Yeah,
that
I
this
don't.
is not chicken?
It was because it had so much sauce and different things on it. I was just like, I'll assume this is meat. And then I got older and I was like, something's off. Like this isn't right. And like,
What else have
grandma's
they
a
been-
fucking liar.
Yeah, what else have
Why?
they lying to
Like,
you about?
why serve you eggplant?
I don't think she liked me very much.
Everybody else got chicken and not you.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's like, I
She
made
went
a
out of her
special
way.
one. Yeah.
She made one dish of eggplant
Oh my
parmesan.
She's just sitting in the
God.
corner. She's like, fuck that kid.
Could you imagine taking a kid to McDonald's and getting him eggplant McNuggets? Just like you could substitute eggplant for chicken and
Ugh.
everything. So gross.
That is howling.
I hate anything where they try to substitute. Just call it what it is. Don't try to make it like a substitute for meat. It's what.
Yeah, but that's where the market is. That's where the money is.
I get it. I get it.
Needs the market.
And I hate
Well,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
like the name of it.
Not that anyone ever tried
like
to
a-
use olives to replace meat, but
Ugh,
I feel like
honestly.
olives is one of those things. Like they're too like meaty. I also like cherry flavor, but I don't like cherries.
Did you take the olives off the pizza or did you eat the pizza? Oh wait, what did you do? You did something obnoxious.
I pulled the crust off the back of it.
You're the worst.
I totally told her I was doing it though.
You, that
Oh,
doesn't
that
make
makes
it
it
any better.
I'm killing this guy. And what?
Makes it totally fine.
Yeah.
Completely and totally acceptable.
Nazis did it.
I would.
Take it easy with
What
all
is
the
it
Hitler
with
stuff.
you?
I keep going to the extreme. He's saying like, hey, everyone's doing it. It's like,
It's the Funhaus.
Yeah, it's already taken.
That's Funhaus.
I'm just saying.
No,
Do you
it
speak any Deutsch?
9?
There you go.
I did a Rosetta class actually because we kept going to Gamescom every year, and like every year my wife and I are like, we're gonna learn a language. We're gonna do Rosetta Stone. We're gonna do this. Can't get past the first lesson, so it's like all I can say is a little girl can swim. That's about as far as I can get, which is probably incorrect.
Say it.
Mädchen?
That'll
Say
land you
it.
in jail.
It's like Das Frauen schwimmen, something like that. But that's probably totally wrong.
I mean,
You should go to a beach in
Fraulein
Germany
is bad
and just
now.
point at all the little girls in the beach. Das Frauen
Yeah.
schwimmen?
Yeah,
Killing it. Just do a video of all your German, but make it the same, like that.
it'll be over
Every time.
quickly. It's not very
I think
good.
that just means that woman swimming.
Right.
Maybe,
That's what
yeah.
he wanted.
Okay.
But I learned that Fraulein
not
is
really
bad
woman.
now. You can't say that
say
anymore.
Fraulein?
Yeah, it's like demeaning to women now.
I can't
Yeah.
keep up.
I was
Like, what does it
trying to
mean?
learn German. It's like little woman. So they don't.
What do
don't
they
like
say
it.
now?
I don't know. Mädchen is girl. I don't know what like woman is now.
Boys like union. It's something weird. It's hard to pronounce. That's when I gave up.
He's your resource over there.
Of German.
I've forgotten all of it.
No.
I lost it all.
Die Katze. Everything
Cats
is the
at the
cat.
bibliothek.
Everything I ask is the cat. It's always
What? Die Essecke? Yeah.
Why is it that
I think I just said over the eating corner.
Why is it in every
Well,
foreign
it's-
language class they always teach you how to go to the library? I don't go to the library in my own language.
Yeah. Or like,
It's
where,
like-
where is the information bureau?
Yeah. Hey, it's a foreign language. It says we learn like what'd you take in
Japanese.
You took Japanese. Do you know how to say library in Japanese? You really don't.
No.
They don't have libraries in Japanese.
Nah.
A bunch of Nazis.
They're all.
They're just too smart for that shit.
But you always learn though. You always learn like in Spanish, like what's the like in French it's
Bibliothèque.
bibliothèque. And is it the same thing in German? Bibliotheca.
Bibliothek.
But it's like if someone's learning a foreign language, why the fuck would you tell them who's going to go to a library in a place where they don't speak the fucking language?
Everybody who knows a little bit of Spanish knows library and pants.
I think and beach too, and
Everyone-
train ticket. Like those are the.
Oh, I
five-
remember when I took French. For some reason, I know beach.
Yeah.
Plage.
But you would never go to the library in a foreign country
see-
because all the books are in that foreign language that you don't know.
What if you want to use a computer?
Right. Like I learned Japanese in college, so maybe it was after the internet, and so I didn't learn library. Maybe they were like, "Yeah, you have the internet. You don't need the damn library." Like
No.
maybe they've cut library out of the.
No one goes
lessons.
to the library anyway. No,
Speak some Japanese.
Nah.
why not?
When I came on
Well,
the
close.
when I came on the Extra Life charity stream, I was wearing my Akira shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was in Japanese, and Meg goes, Akira! Akira! And I was like, what? Are you mad at me? Like, what just happened? She's like, I like your shirt. I was like, you speak Japanese?
When we were doing, we did a bit that we taped that was us doing poppin' cooking. And
Oh, yeah.
Esther inspired it, and we were looking at the back, and I can sound out anything that's in katakana, so I'm like, I'm like sounding it out, and then I'm like, oh, lemon, okay, lemon. I got like a Japan crate. It's like all Japanese candies, and I'm like, this one is lemon. Oh, lemon. Oh, lemon. Okay, like I just like,
how that
go, like,
works?
Ringo. Oh, it's an apple. Like I get so excited when I, yeah, oh totally.
Gus or Brandon,
There,
have you guys
you
ever
want to
been
see
to...
that's library in Japanese right there. Want to read that?
You've been to Japan? Mm-hmm. My God.
Toshokan.
Toshokan.
Japan's the one country you don't need to learn. You don't need to know a single word.
That's not
because
true.
No one talks.
Not.
They don't
well,
even look at you in the eyes.
That's
It's great.
true. Nobody talks, but when you get lost and you try English, nobody wants to speak English.
Just have Wi-Fi. That's all you need.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't have
Bernie and I
Wi-Fi.
went.
I
and
brought a
we-
Wi-Fi spot. It's the best thing in the world.
I don't think we used a single word of Japanese. We got both.
Nothing. We didn't know anything. We went to a panel in Perth, Australia.
Yeah.
And I said, we're about to go to Japan. We don't speak a syllable of Japanese. Can anybody here know any Japanese they want to teach us? They only taught us two things. First thing they taught us was the word for penis, and then they taught us the word for yes. I go, that you are arming us with the worst possible information. How to say
Penis?
yes to
Question mark?
penis.
Yes.
Yes.
Exclamation
Hi.
mark.
So we were in Tokyo for 38 hours.
Yeah,
basically.
I went to Tokyo before iPhones existed.
Okay.
So it was like a whole other world. Like,
Yeah,
there was no like readily accessible
Didn't
information.
you tip a dude like 10,000 yen or something?
I wanted to go to this bar, and there was a cover which was 1,000 yen, but I was drunk and I gave him like 100,000 yen instead.
Holy shit.
And I walked in.
What is that?
Well, it's $1,000. Or if you gave him $10,000, it'd be $1,000.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, sorry, it was
$100.
It was 10,000 yen.
$100, yeah.
And I gave it to him, and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" He wasn't Japanese. He goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" He's like in English. He goes, "This, you didn't give me the right
You're
one."
supposed to give him
dude."
$10.
You
You
should
gave
be
him
like, no, I'm
100.
paying for 100 other people.
Yeah, whatever.
Like everyone behind me, I'm paying it forward.
I didn't not very smart, and I didn't realize you could just put data on your phone, like international data, for just 1 month. So when I went to Japan, I didn't have my cell phone at all. Like I didn't have any Wi-Fi, and then we got lost getting to our hotel.
Yeah, you're fucked.
And but I speak enough Japanese that I could get directions, and even the Japanese guy who was helping me was like, oh, "This hotel is really hard to get to," and I was like, "Why'd they put us there?
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. Fuck you too." And
what?
but if I hadn't,
I was like, did YouTube do something?
yeah,
to you?
no, they sent me there. I went
Sorry, I was
for
thinking the
YouTube.
channel. You're like, saw a video about Japan. You're like,
Fuck
I'm
you,
going.
YouTube. No,
Wow.
no, but
Thanks, Hitler.
But if I tried at first just to use English, and
Oh,
nobody would help me. But as soon
No.
as I used Japanese, they were super
Well,
helpful.
the best thing is all their food is just buttons.
Oh yes.
You go to a restaurant, it's like a picture of food. You press the button, prints out a receipt, you hand it to the person, and they go, "Here's your food."
That's the dream.
Except
Well, they point at the
sometimes.
spicy meter sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, except
got-
sometimes there's no pictures, so I had to like ask the guy in Japanese like which one is which meat, and then he'd ask me which meat I wanted, and I'd tell him, and then he'd just push a button for me. He was like, "Oh, you're fucking taking
She
my
kept saying
time."
penis in Japanese,
Yeah,
and he
oh,
was like,
yes,
Yes.
yes.
"Yes."
Glory hole.
Gavin and I ended up in this tiny little bar in Tokyo with all these old Japanese dudes drinking the biggest bottles of sake that I've ever seen in my life. And what did we end up eating there? They took a shine to us,
a raw octopus.
and then they gave us chicken feet, right? And then like I felt like
You ate something that I didn't because I thought it was a bit too far.
it was like we literally ate chicken bones.
It was like beak.
yeah.
Why?
You
They
ate a
hated
bone?
you. They were trying to get you out of the bar.
I got the feeling they were like, what can we give these guys that they won't eat? Like everything they get, this is good.
Yeah, it was
They're
like,
eating the human shit. It's weird.
It's
like
so
beak and
weird.
bone soup or something.
It's like I fed these guys chicken feet and skins, and all they would say is penis and yes to me. That's all
It was
they
like the
said.
Japanese version of Ostwurst.
Yeah, I think we get experimented on every time we go
And
somewhere.
you always fall for it.
It's good. I'm getting into the culture. We
Yeah,
actually had a
It's
really
funny to say yes in foreign places.
fuck yeah. What do we care?
All that, yeah.
If we go
That's
to
the American
if we go to
way.
Yeah.
India, we cannot do that.
If what?
Somebody asked me.
Why?
I was stuck on a plane yesterday, and somebody asked me on Twitter, "Where do I want to go?" And I said, "I still want to go to Ireland, and I still want to go to India because you and I have to go see Baba."
Yeah. Let's
But
go to India first.
Don't
I've
say
already
yes
been
to a lot of stuff in India.
Why?
Default answer should be no
Why?
in India. Just you're gonna get in trouble.
Really racist. What do you mean?
We beat. No, it's
Yeah, Japan, yeah. Everyone else, yeah. Not India though. Always
you
say
get in
no
trouble
in
in
India.
India. You get in trouble
what?
in India. You get diseases and stuff.
It's even more racist.
We're gonna get a shitload of shots to go to India too. Just so you know.
Oh my god.
I've heard about the
gonna
deli
be
belly.
What's Delhi Belly?
Just like upset tummy from because you're not used to the food.
You know who didn't like India?
You're calling me
Hitler.
racist. You have to
Hitler
turn my
hated
Delhi
it.
Belly.
is that what I was?
I knew the answer. I didn't want to say it.
Oh, thank you, Meg. Appreciate it.
Delhi
Yeah.
Belly.
Bernie called the Japanese Nazis. Okay?
Well, they were aligned
Because
with
they
them.
were Axis powers.
They were in
Come on.
cahoots.
We were. I don't know. We were talking about this earlier today, but when I was in Japan, on the map they showed there's swastikas everywhere because that was like an old sign for churches or something like that, or
It
for
used
temples.
to be a symbol for good luck.
Yeah. But they're still on Google Maps. You're walking, you're like, the fuck?
Like still on Google.
And he was like, "Oh, I was just drawn to him. I don't know. I kept
Well,
just
it's-
going up to every
got no excuse
swastika."
for that.
It means
It's
like
they're relics.
they
from
were
Google.
right. Well, like you go.
cache
We were
from
in
the
we were in
40s.
Kyoto for like a day, and like I saw these swastikas. I'm like, sweetie, look, and she's like, stop being a fucking child. She's like, you know, they're not. And I'm like, Hitler might be here, and she's like,
I love how excited.
a mystery. We're
How
gonna find it.
excited you sound.
He was just on Google Maps the whole
Yeah.
time.
He's got a fake beard. He's like, he found me.
This is his Foursquare check-in. Is just a swastika.
He was hiding in the
I
bibliothèque.
want to level with everyone. I did not mean to talk about Hitler this much. This was not intended.
It's funny how all roads led back to Hitler.
Um,
Someone asked us if they fed us in Japan, if they fed us any dude soup. No. Hey, do you have the video of the guy playing with his pet fish, Patrick? I want to see
Bung it up there.
apparently,
see
we do
that.
have it.
There he is.
Aww.
Watch, it's even cuter. He gives a little
He
pet.
gives it a little stroke.
He gives
Farts a bit of water in his face. Oh, look at
pet his fish.
it.
He'll pick him up in a minute. Like he picks him up and pets him.
This,
Don't spoil
This is
it.
so stupid.
This is still
It's
chapter
stupid
2.
videos
You would
suck,
tell
huh?
if you had a fish. You've never been this close to any living thing in your life.
Oh.
My
Yes.
dog.
Oh.
Look at
I love my dog.
That is the weirdest thing ever.
This is so dumb. You know what? This is dumber than the
fish comes
unicorn
back and wants to
emoji.
play some more.
How is this dumb?
I mean, is
I
that the
think that's
equivalent of like
awesome.
dunking your dog underwater for a little bit and then pulling him up? Because like,
How
no,
the
no,
fuck you do your
no,
dog?
I was just saying, he took the fish out of water,
I'm with
and the fish like, and then he throws him back in. Like,
leave
if you were
him
playing
out
with your
that
dog
long.
and just shoved him down, like, that's kind of the same thing.
And
He
the dog,
didn't leave him that
was like,
long. It didn't have that much time. It was literally just like whoosh. It's like he did a majestic hop.
So if I had a pet dog, he just went dunk real quick.
you-
It's okay.
You gotta go
It's okay.
whoosh.
Push.
You give him When you get in my bath, you pour water over him.
I
You
don't
have
know
to
dogs. I don't know.
submerge them all the way.
That's what I'm saying. They took the fish
Like,
out.
you bathe
like,
your dog your way, I'll
Does a
bathe
fish
my dog
have to hold its
my
breath out of water?
I think what happens is I don't even think they. I think it's just like a membrane, like all the gills have to stay separated and they dry out.
have
They
lungs.
flatten together, like they get all smushed, and then they can't get oxygen through their gills. It seems like gills though out of water would work just as well as in the water because they're so efficient. They pull oxygen out of water. How could they not pull oxygen out of the air?
Maybe
Well, that's like-
they need to be wet to function. Maybe.
Yeah,
I like Bernie's like fish are bullshit.
it's just horse shit. They're fucking.
They're just
faking-
lying.
They're faking it.
But they're breathing the same element.
Right.
You pull them into another medium. Why couldn't they breathe out of that?
Plus, you can't drink an apple.
If you put it through a blender, you could.
Right. You have to blend it first.
I've had apple juice.
All right, what likes to eat fish?
Other fish.
No,
Cats.
like if you had there you
Shark.
go, right there.
What?
Cats.
Like what animal, a land animal, likes to eat fish?
Cats.
Japanese.
Cats. Like you have cats, right?
Oh,
Japanese.
cats.
What's wrong with you?
Hitler
so-
over there.
Damn Nazis.
Let me ask you this, Meg. How in the hell did that get established that cats like to eat fish? Like, when would a cat encounter a fish? And why do we
I think they
associate-
go to ponds. Cats visit ponds.
But why would we associate cats with fish? Like,
Because
Fish-
people
cats
who own
hate
cats
water.
and fish always have a predicament.
That's true. I think I learned it from like Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
Right.
Tom and Jerry.
Looney Tunes started it.
that cats like fish. And we like if you say like, oh,
Also,
there's a
they
dog,
like
let's feed the
birds.
fish. You'd be like, why would we feed a fish to a dog? It's just perfectly acceptable to feed fish to a dog, right?
Is it just because house cats go after the house fish, so that's kind of on us?
Right.
I've never seen a cat in the
Putting
wild
them
like.
together.
I don't like. Does
Never.
Does
Never
like
seen
a
a wild
tiger
cat
go
with a
after a
fish.
shark or something like
Yeah,
that?
but
like
a bear
the
will go
equivalent?
for a fish.
A bear's not a cat.
This looks like one.
No,
That's racist.
Oh, problem solved.
Wait, you can feed fish to a dog. There are like fish flavored dog foods for
I've
people
never
who hate
seen
being near their
fish-flavored
dogs.
dog
Yeah.
food.
Oh,
Salmon.
it's
There's sa-
absolutely
there-
not
there
salmon.
is, yes.
Thank you.
I like that you,
Gus and I need to be on
sit
the podcast
silently, but
together
whenever
more.
it comes to a dog conversation, you
I-
chiming in left and right.
Thank
I
you.
know.
I'm a dog
I
expert.
know about dogs.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm looking up fish dog food right now.
Yeah, I saw it. I had
It's
to buy.
everywhere.
I
What
got a
about
picture
dog
of
Go
a
to
kangaroo?
damn PetSmart.
I had to buy dog food yesterday. I fucking saw. I walked right by the salmon. I don't like buying the fish dog food because it gives my dogs bad breath.
Exactly. I don't understand who is like, oh yeah, I want my dog to smell like fish. That'll be great.
No.
Never have I
Well, they
bought
already
fish
smell.
dog food.
Can you feed a dog to a fish? Like, would you feed your fish dog flavored fish flakes?
Dog flavored?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Oh, but you can feed like catfish. I remember when we go to the lake when I was a kid, you get catfish food out of like a little, you put like a quarter in and you do this and it give you like some catfish food. And it looked like dog food. Like I swear they were just putting dog food in that
pellets.
thing. Yeah. You
Yeah.
just throw it in. So
I
it
mean,
might
they're
be
used
dog
to
food.
eating feces and stuff. so-
Yeah. so maybe
Catfish,
dog
like
Have you ever smelled like stink bait?
What is stink bait?
Oh, we should.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should have
We
Gavin
should
smell it.
film Gavin
that kind of looks like a bear.
smelling stink bait.
I don't.
That's a picture
What
of
is
a
that, in
dog
Newfoundland?
eating a fish. That looks weird. A dog with a fish looks like a weird thing. Look at that.
But it's happening.
Anything with a fishtail hanging out of its mouth is gonna look weird.
No, a cat with a fish in its mouth looks totally
I
acceptable.
think it's just
Because of Tom and Jerry, though.
Even like Minecraft, you feed
Wait.
fish to
Did
the...
a mouse with a
Tom
piece of
and
cheese?
Jerry.
What?
I don't think Tom was running around eating fish. When was he eating fish?
If you had fish, you wouldn't be eating a mouse.
He was eating the mouse.
Right.
You never.
we
ate
never
a
got the
mouse.
mouse.
I think you
He was
guys
Oh,
trying
I
to.
know, but he was trying to. But he
It's
never
also a
ate
cartoon,
the fish.
but
I do associate cartoons with like they put the fish in, they pull out the bones.
Do you remember
Sometimes
episode?
he would try to eat.
Tomcat, maybe.
Sometimes he would try to eat the fish flavored cat food, but then Jerry had the can
I
opener
would
and he
s-
couldn't get to it.
I would
was
eat fish every
disappointed.
day if that's how you actually ate fish. Like you
Or
just
the bone
whoop
comes out.
with the bones.
Yeah, Tomcat is
try.
maybe the fish, the way he puts it in, the cat that eats fish like
Do you ever
that.
see that
It's Tom and
episode?
Jerry.
No, Tomcat.
Tomcat. It
The
is
episode of
Tomcat.
Tom and
He
Jerry,
smells-
where they flooded the kitchen and then, like, diffused the freezer and like shoved it in the water and it froze the entire kitchen. I was annoyed when you couldn't actually do that with a freezer.
Did you try it?
yeah.
Nah, I was just read about it though.
I think
That's
we reached
great.
It's like I electrocuted my
about
little
it.
brother, but that was it.
the height of creativity was like those Warner Brothers and Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Violent
Amazing.
as hell and racist too.
I think. Well, yeah, they're
Oh, they're very racist.
Part
There's
of
a
the
lot
Mammy
of
Two Shoes.
part of the time.
Yeah.
The Jackass. I think most of Jackass was inspired by Tom and Jerry stuff. I really do. Like most of their bits, you can trace back to Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
at some
like
point.
where he shat all over himself when he was in a vacation.
Wait,
that one in particular.
Jackass
Classic Jerry.
medicine.
Taking a huge dump.
Medicine ball dodgeball is the best Jackass bit by far to me. They did medicine ball dodgeball in the dark, and it's just a night vision camera of them just
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
medicine balls at one another.
I love the
so
pneumatic hand high five. Hey, give me five.
Oh man.
I like the old ones. I like the fat dudes on the treadmill one. was good.
Yeah, they go flying out the back. I saw Jackass. It's called Jackass Where Are They Now? But it was just the behind the scenes for like the Jackass 2.5. And they
Where
talked
are
about
they now?
how
They're making a movie.
none of them made any money from it in any way whatsoever. And they all just got like beat up and crippled for
Bam's
life.
Lamborghini, that wasn't his.
Yeah, he made money, and I think
But he was like a
Knoxville
professional.
did.
He had skate
skateboarder,
sponsors and
right,
stuff,
right?
and he had different shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A few of those guys broke out and did different things, but
Ryan Dunn literally said he had no money in the interview. He's like, I spent all of it.
He was doing that science show. That's probably why. Remember he was doing
That
the
G4 show?
Yeah,
And he's
with
rolling
Jessica
it-
Chobot.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling in it, I bet, from that. But that paid huge.
I mean, he's not doing anything now because he died.
that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
that was.
While he was working on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to bring
That's
it
why I
to a
always think
downer.
it would be
Burnie.
funny if people entered heaven at the exact moment that they left Earth. So, like, he would enter heaven backwards in a flaming Lamborghini. It'd be a
It's too
hilarious
far.
entrance.
That would be a hilarious entrance.
Yeah. Like, oh, I ruined that one. Bollocks. All right, how's it going?
I don't think he would ever say.
Verbatim, that's what he says.
Ball legs.
That was his catchphrase in Jackass.
I'm English now. Classic done.
I was always amazed by how far they would go for Jackass. There's one where they get they brand a penis on him,
yeah.
That was
but
the-
they
he gets
convince him
infected.
they convince him that they haven't gotten the full penis,
it's
they
so
do it like
bad.
4 more times. I would never
Well,
let
no, they
somebody
just tried to
keep
do it one more
doing
time, but he kind of like bounced it across him, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
4 little outlines.
Somebody said wipe the fingerprints off your screen, you dumb asshole. So it's like I got
Do
those.
this.
I got
Do
those from
this.
doing my joke with
Yeah.
Gavin. Snapping. I actually don't. It's one of the things I always say about Mac products is how they make you look like just like a greasy human. Like I have to clean my Apple products
Any
all the
screen,
time.
you
You
look
should
like
see
a horrible
mine.
human.
Oh, yours is like
Mine are fucking terrible.
Gus. His skin eats holes in the metal. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We should time lapse that. You should take a picture every week of your product.
Well, it really was a problem when I play a lot of World of Warcraft, and I don't play as frequently, so I don't have my hands glued to the
space bar
keyboard
is
like I
that
used to.
the space bar is that permanent black mark, like basically. If you
Yeah.
have like a,
But,
he would
but
just
mine
have
would like
gaping
pit, like it would
holes.
have holes
oh shit,
from my sweat. That's my superpower. I can
that's great.
burrow through
Yeah.
Over time,
titanium.
in
You could break
15
out of the
years,
bank.
I will be
Yeah.
in
he
this
could break
bank.
out of jail in like 27
If
years.
only I could play World of Warcraft and hold on to these bars at the same time. We got to wrap up. We're going long. I do want to mention before we go that Let's Play Live is coming up February 20th. We do
I'm
have
going to that.
a couple of tickets left.
Hey, show the t-shirt.
Oh, I think all of the seats left are in the balcony, but all the seats at the venue are great seats. Definitely come check it out. It's gonna be a real fun time. And there's our T-shirt. It's the podcast set.
The podcast
all in red.
set.
Is that this Tuesday or is it
On the
different?
podcast, I think this Tuesday
I thought
actually going
this
to be
Tuesday was Funhaus.
Funhaus
House
Dude soup.
and dude soup.
and Dude Soup.
We got 2 shirts.
Whoop.
Yeah.
This is the podcast set. If you can't see what that is.
The podcast
This way.
set on the podcast set. So that'll be a shirt coming up.
So come to Let's Play Live.
I love
Yeah,
that.
come to Let's Play Live. Oh, and you guys will be out here.
We're figuring it out. Yeah, I just texted all the guys and said like, "Who wants to come?" And Bruce is like, "All of us." I was like, "See what we can do." Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
That was the saddest ending ever. I'm so sorry.